Live? Okay, there we go. Hey, what is up, guys? John from Magic Tech Review, and I am here live tonight talking about the iPhone XS, XS Max not charging. So Lou from Unbox Therapy did a great video where he actually showcased this going on live. He took about 5 to 6 of each phone and showed different symptoms or whatever. I'm here with Lady Red Tech Reviews, is it now?
Yes, Lady Red's Tech Reviews.
Oh, Lady Red's Tech Reviews.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I gotta get used to that because I got used to the Lady Red's Big Fat Life, so now I can actually say I wasn't able to say that for like a long time.
Yeah, it's Lady Red's Tech Reviews now. It's an all tech channel. Other videos are still going to be there, but I'm putting all my focus on tech news, product reviews, devices. That's John's thing. Every now and then I might throw one up there, tutorials, all that good stuff.
No, I said she knows what's good for her. No, it's not. I ain't gonna mess with her like that, man. But no, I'm up here promoting her, man. So Lady Red's Tech Reviews. Actually, you were having a live stream the other night, man. You're doing pretty good for yourself, I must say.
It was a lot of fun. I'm getting more into the live streams. Time is a big issue for me right now, but whenever I have time to do a live stream and I come across something exciting, I might come on live. You never know.
I mean, with those pink headphones and that blue lipstick, I mean, who can refuse, right? Well, anyways,
Right.
let's I guess let's talk about this issue at hand. So, oh my God, man, I can't believe that this $1,000 piece of equipment can't even take a charge like half the time. That's just like so ridiculous in my book. Now I'm gonna go out and say that I'm not the biggest Apple fan, and you guys already know this. So for those of you guys that are gonna come in and hate and all this other stuff, hate if you want to hate, but you know when Samsung does something bad, I call it out. You know when LG does something bad on their phones, I call it out. You know even when Cricket Wireless does something bad, I call them out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm just calling out what I see, what the news is, and I'm reporting on the news. So yeah, like I said, I'm not the biggest Apple fanboy, but you know what I'm saying, hey, I'm reporting on what I report, and I'm talking about what I want to talk about. I do own one iPhone or one Apple product in my house. No, actually, I have 3 Apple products in my house. I gotta say, the iPhone 3GS, the iPhone 4, and the iPhone 5 SE. That's it. So, do you call out ZTE? No, because it's the greatest company in the whole world. But
I call out ZTE. I will straight call out some ZTE because their lower end stuff, the lower end budget phones, they didn't spend any time on those at all. They just kind of threw some stuff together and called it a phone. Now their higher end stuff, I'm a big fan of. And, you know, kind of getting on up there, the Blade X is a really great phone. And I don't see the only problems I see with those that come back in the store is either somebody doesn't know how to use it or they've done something to it. It's not a manufacturer or a programming issue. It's always, you know, users that have happened to the phone, but not anything with the build quality or the programming.
yeah, I do see a lot of times that users are, but this time it's not a user problem. You know what I'm saying? If you guys watched the video from Unbox Therapy, he literally just plugged in the phone and it wouldn't charge. You know what I'm saying? Now when he tapped the phone to wake it up, it said charging. You know, so that's a big problem because there's a lot of now. So now there's a lot of people out there with iPhones apparently that when you plug in the phone, it doesn't say that it doesn't do like what it's supposed to do. So like let's say you know this is a lock screen or whatever. You put the phone in, and how it immediately does the whole battery thing, charge, and it vibrates, let you know that it's charging. That's not what happens. It literally just stays like this, and it's not charging. Now, if you tap it or whatever, if you move it around, then it'll come up and then it'll say it's charging. But I think for $1,000 piece of equipment, that thing should run flawless. There should not, and it should definitely not be no issue where it comes to charging. That's like number one. That's like even before you make a call, even before you make a text, even before you do any type of speed test, like the first thing you got to check on a phone is if it takes a charge, right?
You would think so. I don't see a lot of product testing going on. It was the same thing with, these extremely fast, high-end, hyped-up phones. Samsung did the same thing with the Note 9. Apple's doing it now with the whole X series. They're not testing them. They're not spending any time on product testing on, any kind of quality testing. Charging is the most basic thing a phone, and it's the absolute most necessary thing a phone can do is charge. And if it's not going to charge, what are you going to do with it? You've spent $1,000 on a paperweight.
So people are saying that I see somebody saying, bro, charge gate issue with the iPhone. That's a built-in feature. Okay,
Yeah, I can't see the chat. So let me know if I see the, yeah, I can't see the chat tonight. I'm at home. I'm not going out to the steps. I'm just here.
Okay. Somebody's saying Scorpio. Oh my God. That was last night, guys, when you guys were trying to guess my sign or whatever to win the banner. It's so funny. People still say Scorpio. I love you guys, man. You guys make everything into a meme.
Oh, where'd you go? We lost you. All right. So y'all are stuck with me now. I cannot see the chat, so I'm just going to ramble on. So, okay. This is what we know. A lot of people are. There you go. Thank you so much, because I can't see the chat, so I don't know what people are saying. Here we go again. All right. iPhones ain't charging. If you're just now coming in, iPhones are not charging. You're spending $1,000 and upwards on a phone that will not charge. And apparently this is a big deal to some people. John's been taking a lot of heat from that, a lot of hate comments coming up on his stuff. So let's really show him some love tonight. Super chats are open, y'all, and all this stuff benefits little John. So show John how much you love and throw him a buck or two. There you are.
Hey, it's a ZTE phone crapping out. Nah, I'm on my laptop. I'm on my laptop. Chill out. Tap Out King says, give me them toes, boy.
Man, you got some foot lovers there, man. I bet you got some real nice toes, and we've lost you again. I don't know what's happening.
Really? Oh, God. Is it really?
It's back now, yeah.
Okay, that's crazy. All right, I'm waiting for CB Tech to come in too, and or Mill Hustles, but apparently everybody's like, I don't know.
Man, it's Saturday night, and they're out. CV Tech's tearing up the town. Mill Hustles is hustling somewhere.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Right, you're right. iPhone is just fine. It can be fixed. Now, how are they going to fix that? Now,
they shouldn't have to.
Well, yeah, of course. Well, they shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have to get your phone fixed. You shouldn't have to go to an Apple genius. You know what I'm saying? That's what they call themselves. That's what they call it. They call it the Apple Genius Bar when you go get your phone fixed. You're seeing an Apple Genius.
Hey, I'm the Android doctor at work.
All right. NS Track says they don't want unauthorized charging. Apple security at its best. Well, he was using a standard Apple charger.
They're not spending any time. They're trying to put these things together as fast as they can. This is coming on the heels of the Note 9 release, and then Apple's, throwing it out there. They're trying to one up each other, and what they're not doing is building a quality device. They're wanting to make more money and not spending any time on anything at all, and they're paying these poor little Chinese people pennies on the dollar to put the phones together. We got 7-year-old Chinese children making these phones. What do you expect is going to happen?
You're exactly right, and people don't realize that. People just are oblivious to that. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh my God. And then they'll come out with the iPhone, the red iPhone or whatever, iPhone Red, Project Red, and they say that a portion of the money goes to AIDS, whatever facilities in Africa, like all the money, or not all the money, but a percentage of every iPhone sale should be going to AIDS treatment and all that stuff, not just a portion of one particular phone. Come on now.
Right, because these phones, I don't think it takes $1,000 to build a phone. I don't think it takes $900. I've heard it's something like in a couple $100 maybe to build one of these phones and have all the bills paid, and the rest of it just goes in the corporate pocket. and they can afford to do a little bit more because I mean it's getting out in the news now. You know, secrets aren't really secrets anymore, and people know stuff. We're not as dumb as they think we are. You know, there's not that much money going anywhere.
So Michael Abiston says, go to settings, then Face ID, passcode, then toggle USB on. Why should you have to go into settings to charge your phone? It's just stupid.
Yeah, I got a $180 Android phone. To charge it, I plug it in. That's all I do. I plug it in. Yeah. Oh, we lost you again. So anyway, what do y'all think? Put it in the chat because John can see it even if I can't. Do you want to have to be restricted to a wireless charger and those things are very expensive? Or do you want to just be able to plug in your phone and expect it to, you know, charge itself like every other phone ever does? You know, put that in the chat because John can see it and I can't. I don't know. Maybe they want us to buy more wireless chargers. Maybe that's the issue. They want us to spend $50 and upwards on a wireless charger. Because I'm hearing the wireless charging supposedly works fine with no issue, you know, because you have to buy that extra. It's not going to be included.
Hey, you know how you're joining us?
You're in and out.
Am I? Let me try to fix it. I'm going to try to fix it real quick. So just keep going.
Yeah. So anyway, if y'all haven't subscribed to John's channel or my channel is growing. I am working very hard for y'all to bring you some good content, better content. You know, with every video, I'm getting better. So if you haven't subscribed to me, go ahead, head over to my page. There's a link down there. And then come back here. Absolutely do not leave. And subscribe to John's channel. Leave a like on the video. We're here for you. You tell us what you want to know. You tell us what you want to see from us, and we will make that happen for you. Right now, we're talking about the iPhone stuff. If you're just now getting here, I can't see the chat, so I'm having to guess. I'm using my spidey sense to tell me what y'all are saying down there. Everybody, all of my subs, thank you so much for watching. John subs, thank you so much for being here. We're working on the technical difficulties right now. John is. So. But I am on my Moto E5 Supra. I don't have I'm not on the steps tonight. I'm not going down there to see the chat. I'm sorry. There's some drama going on in my building right now, so I'm not going down to the steps, so I won't be able to see the chat at all. So if you're saying hi to me, hi right back. Hi, everybody. I'm Lady Red of Lady Red's Tech Reviews. John is fixing something. That's what he's doing. And my cat is attacking me. Stop that. So anyway, what is your favorite or least favorite Apple product? I'm not crazy about any of them. I don't want an Apple product. Someone asked me the other day, Mill Hustles asked me, when am I getting my iPhone SE? Never. That was my answer. It just seems like Apple's like a huge monster of a company now. And, you know, they're trying to kind of take over our lives and take all of our money at the same time and not really giving us much back in return. There you are.
Yeah, I was just trying to fix stuff, so hopefully it'll be better now. I don't know, man. I've been trying.
Hey, struggle is real. I can wing it for a while.
Right? Without even seeing the comments. That's
crazy.
I
know, right? I got to use my spidey sense. Yeah, I played rock, paper, scissors with Jess today to see who was going to leave the earliest. And I won all 3 rounds. She was like, how do you do that? It's like, you played rock, paper, scissors with a psychic.
Wow. It's crazy. So let's see. So where are we at on the discussion so far?
I'm just saying how Apple is like a monster of a company trying to take over our lives and giving us less and less every time. You know, it seems like everything that's coming out, it's got a little issue here, a little issue there, and then a great big huge issue. And they're like, oh, my bad. We'll fix it for you. You know, I stand by what I say. We shouldn't have to take it, something that you just bought, to have it fixed. And same thing goes for Samsung products. They're doing this Apple Samsung thing is getting to be like a real battle between the companies because now you got the Apple Pay, now you have Samsung Pay. Samsung Pay is apparently the culprit behind the whole soft key issue, Why do you need Samsung Pay? There's PayPal, there's Stripe, there's individual banking apps, there's all of these other apps that you can use to pay your bills and break purchases with. Why do you need another one? You know.
And you know what's crazy to me too is that like it's like they just put out a half baked product and then they expect it to just get better with software.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, we're going to issue a software update, and that it's a hardware issue. If something's not charging, but it charges when you shake it, that's a hardware issue. I see fried charge reports all the time. That's a hardware issue.
I don't know. I don't know yet if it's a hardware issue, but even if it's a software issue, I mean, they have so much testing. Like, how could they not have got this out there? And it's just I don't know. Man. It just seems kind of crazy to me. But I guess that's the world we live in. Put out the product and then just fix it and patch it up if it don't work right.
Right. I've worked in factories. I mean, it's basic factory stuff. I've worked in factories before. I've built car parts. I've built windows. After Hurricane Katrina, I worked at Pillow Windows, and I was the only one in the whole plant, a certified, actually they called it certification, to build the frames for what we call the hurricane windows, hurricane resistant windows. And they did test these. They would put these through the testing lab, and they would do stuff like catapult 2x4s at the window to see if it would hold up. They put them in wind tunnels. They did a whole round of testing before these windows were ever released to the public. Has Apple not gotten on with that yet? I mean, are they just skipping the testing phase? Turn it on, turn it off, it works.
And then they got an auto beauty mode, like literally, like it doesn't even tell you that it's making you beautiful. So it's like literally caking on makeup on your face for you.
This is going to take online dating to a whole new level.
Right?
It's catfish time.
Oh my God! As if we didn't.
Right. After you take a picture, you can go meet somebody. Like, I'm going to go meet up with this guy, and it looks like, Mr. August, so hot. And then get there, and yeah, he's like January.
You don't have to be so loud.
Okay.
Everybody in there will can hear you.
Imagine the catfish. Oh my God! Yes.
Are we being too loud? I don't want to get you.
No. You can speak as loud as you want. You're like in somewhere else.
I know, right?
It's just me. I gotta be a little bit quieter because Little John just fell asleep.
Yeah.
But, oh man, it looks like you got Frosty saying, "What state does Lady Red living in? She's hot. Come to California."
I have family in California, but I'm not there. I'm in another place. I'm in Tennessee, but I won't tell you where.
Oh, what is it? Are you a 10 because you're the only 10 I see?
That's right. I live in Tennessee, and yes, I'm a 12.
You're 12? Damn, Lady Red.
I'm always a little extra.
Let me see. What color is your hair officially? My wife wants to color her hair. Just red?
I was born with it.
You were born with it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's her real hair color.
Yeah.
You're a ginger?
Yeah.
Oh, you have no soul.
Oh, shut up.
Look, see your eyebrows. Look, see your eyebrows are really red.
Yeah.
Hold on. Say it again. Speak again.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm a total ginger. It's like a copper color, but it's kind of fading out to white. If you're going to color your hair this way, you might not want to do the white because I look like a peppermint when I pull my hair back. Mm-hmm.
Okay. She's just looking at you from the side there. She's not a camera person. She can't hear you. You're
That's why I wave.
Yeah, they have to dye my hair blonde before they can get that color anyway.
Yeah, if it's dark, she is gonna have to bleach it out first. It's like a copper color. Yeah.
Okay, so somebody said that Tennessee pickup line is so cheesy. What's the worst pickup line you've ever had used on you there, Lady Red?
I don't know about the worst because there's been so many. The other day, this one was adorable though. It was this old guy comes in the store, and he comes in yell at pays, but he's like in his 70s, right? And he sits down. He's like, "You want to hear a pickup line, young lady?" And I'm sure, you know. He said, "I'm here. What's your other two wishes?" And he was so cute because he's like one of these, I don't know, he's one of the extra. And I said, "Is that what you use?" He said, "I used it one time." And I said, "Is that how you met your wife?" He said, "No, I just used it on you. That's the one time."
Wow. Oh my God, dude. Everybody's like, even Eden is like, oh my God, Lady Red is so sexy. Eden's like 12, dude.
Oh, no, no, no. That's bad. That's bad. Thank y'all so much.
That's funny. All right. So whoever, all right, we're gonna go ahead and raffle off Lady Red here on the channel. Goes to the highest.
Hey, I'm all for it. We'll split the pot, man.
All right, we'll split the pot.
Yeah.
We'll start the bidding at $100 super chat. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna be cheap. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I am Lady Red here. I am not Tramp Red.
Tramp Red.
I do not have cricket tattooed on my backside.
Oh my God! Under 18, go watch Sesame Street. Oh my God! Sesame Street, is that even around still?
It is, but it is not the Sesame Street that we knew and loved. It's not. It's a shame now.
Well, guys, I actually got some Stifler's mom, so I am vaping her right now, and she is tasting amazing in my mouth right now.
That's awesome. What would you expect from anything less from Stifler's mom?
Strawberry cheesecake with Bavarian cream and vanilla bean ice cream. I've been vaping this stuff all day long, and let me tell you, it's amazeballs, and it's the flavor of the month, which I was surprised that they actually did this. Yeah, so if you guys have not, check out Swag Sauce. Not sponsored. They have not sent me this. I actually spent $40 on 4 bottles. So yeah, really, really big bottle here. So, and as you guys can see, I'm on 3 milligrams. You guys probably can't see that, but I'm on only 3 mg of nicotine now. So
is that a lot or is that a little? I don't know nothing. The only vape I ever had was like a blue. Remember the blue?
Yeah. Blue is like really high nicotine. Basically, you have your vapes, like vaping devices, and then you have your your e-cigarettes. You know, the e-cigarettes, they're kind of like they're meant to still act like a cigarette, and they're made by big tobacco, so they're meant to like you know, oh, I lost my pack of cigarettes, or oh, I can't smoke here, so I can just have this little e-cigarette thing. But they're not meant like this. You know what I'm saying? They're not, because I get this for $10. You know, but the little blue thing, that's like what they give you like 4 or 3 in a pack or whatever, and it costs like $15. And you just you smoke it real quick, and that's it. You buy the next day, you're done. You gotta buy a whole nother thing. So, and they make them taste like crap, so you can want to go back to the cigarette. You're like, oh no, I don't like this. I want to go back to the cigarette. Hey, Sean Payton, thank you for that $5 donation, bro. We are definitely collecting for Christmas right now for Little John, the family, for his older brothers. So yeah, definitely collecting for the Christmas time holidays. Or I should say holidays. Sorry, you know what I'm saying. But we do Christmas here. Oh my God, scammers till you choke. Okay. Dang.
Yo, do we have any trolls? Do we have any trolls yet?
Oh yeah, we got a few trolls in here. Come on.
I know the blue crew's around, so we're good.
Yes, Mill Hustles. Why don't you join us, bro? I've been sending him the invite, but I don't know if he wants to join or not.
Hey, Mill Hustles, come on.
Yeah. And CB Tech as well, but that's all right. We got you.
Hey.
Eden says, "Do you want to be husband and wife with Lady Red?" No, I have a perfectly good wife here.
I
Damn,
tell you what,
Frost.
Eden, if I am ever in John's neck of the woods there, maybe me and him and his wife could go out and have a pizza or something. I think that would be cool. I would like to meet Mrs. John. I would like to meet Mrs. John.
Well, her name's Nicole.
Nicole. I would like to meet Nicole. Nicole, awesome. Hey, kudos to you. You live with John, man.
Frosty says, "Forget Little John. I wanted to donate to Lady Red." Oh well, Lady Red has a tip jar. Go ahead and throw your link in there.
I don't know if I can.
Yeah, you can because you're a moderator. Go ahead.
No, I mean I don't know if I can. How do I do this? Let me see. I don't know how to shrink.
What is it? PayPal?
Yeah,
it's PayPal.me.
Yeah, and all one word. Bring Chuck home.
Okay. So it's what?
HTTPS.
HTTPS.
The PayPal.me, and then bring Chuck home. All one word.
Slash, right? PayPal.me slash.
BRING. Bring Chuck home.
Bring who home?
Chuck. It's a long story. I can't change my link. Just leave it there.
Okay.
I've tried to change it and I can't change it. I'm very seriously considering making another one, but my PayPal is such a delicate animal. I'm afraid to mess with it.
Yes.
Mel Hustle sounds like Darth Vader. What's up?
So, there's nothing wrong with the 10S or 10S Max. That's what I want to start with. Those issues iPhones are having aren't issues. These are phones of the future. Tap your screen to charge, protection for your battery. Auto beauty mode, improve ugly people's self-esteem. You're gonna see everyone copying those features next year. There's nothing wrong with the iPhone 10s Max. Unbox Therapy, the most obnoxious YouTuber there is, next to iJustine, probably got into a rift with them because they wouldn't pay him because they don't need to pay him, so he made this crap up.
Whoa, buddy. Whoa.
Oh no.
Yeah. What these guys say on my channel is definitely not the whatever. What is it? What is it? That little thing that they say.
The views expressed here are not the thoughts and opinions of Magic Tech Review. Yeah.
Right. Oh man, that's funny.
I had to bring the savage side out, the little comedy side. I'm trolling, but you'll see more of that soon. More and more of that.
It's a conspiracy.
I still do feel this. I still do. I really do mean what I said about them being obnoxious, though. That's not a joke. But yes.
So, what are your thoughts on it, Mel Hustles? Let us know. We want to know.
I think it's an excellent phone. It's beautiful. It feels great in the hands. It runs great. It has an awesome camera.
Does it make you prettier?
Well, actually, I don't need it to make me prettier. I make it prettier.
There you go. That's it right there.
Oh my God! All you need is the skinny jeans and having the iPhone sticking out of your butt pocket.
All right, sit on it and allegedly it'll bend.
Yeah.
Oh, my boss's brother just started working with us, right? And he's got a 6. He takes it out to, he's like, look, and he's like holding it, in his hand. He holds it like this. I was like, he's like, do you see it? I was like, yeah, we call the Apple Ben Gate. And he was like, I don't know how it got like this. I was like, from putting it in your pocket. He's like, are they supposed to do that? And I said, not really.
Oh my God, I think I have to get out of the stream because Lady Red is too sexy, says Eden.
Oh, Jesus.
He might have to go play with his rubber duckies.
Hey, they play with rubber ducks on Sesame Street. You remember the song, John? The rubber duck song?
Yes, I do.
That's what I hear playing in my head every time y'all talking about the rubber ducks.
That's true. What Apple does, the industry follows, even if it's bad. Yep, like removing the headphone jack.
Now, what was it with the headphone jack and removing the headphone jack and the charging port?
Yeah, they should get rid of that. We don't need that no more. That's last year. That's so last year.
I am last year, though. I am plugged into a headphone jack. And earlier, I was plugged into a charging port.
I mean, self-driving cars, you know, plug in your Tesla, go. Fuel is last year, too. Steering wheels, that's so last year also.
Yep, absolutely.
And there's got to be a few, there's got to be a few that you know what I'm saying, that crash. It happens, right? Whatever.
Yeah, it's because the camera was confused and it thought the big vehicle in front of it was the Sky. Yeah, that's why, got that crash. The camera got confused because that happens when cameras.
I mean, if self-driving cars could control people how they drive, then those accidents wouldn't happen. Like today, I almost got into an accident. Just terrible drivers, so bad that I even almost spilled my own beer.
I know, right? Like, what are you supposed to do? These people will just cut you in front of you and make you spill your beer. You got to slam on the brakes. Beer goes everywhere. What are people thinking?
I tell you what.
I think they should make you text. I think they should make you text and drive.
I would smack them. I would smack them with a can, but that's a waste of beer. So yeah.
Right, and whenever somebody stops short in front of you and you have to hit your brakes and you drop your joint and burn your pants and a hole in your seat too.
Oh, that's happened to you too, Lord.
It's horrible, man. It's like, you lose your joint, you lose your pants, and you lose your seat.
Jose, we're joking, bro. We don't go that far now to say that.
No. I don't live like that anymore.
They should have a test when you drive or whatever, that your text, because they're going to do it anyway. You know what I'm saying? They might as well include it in the driving test nowadays.
I'm waiting for the one where that comes out on screen that will not only read you your text message, but it'll be like on your windshield somewhere, not the dashboard, but on the windshield. Mm-hmm. I'm waiting for that one.
Texting and driving is a skill, okay? That's something you have to master. You can't just be okay at it. Otherwise, you will get into some crap for real.
Yo, I remember one time, like, somebody was driving and texting, dude. I'm like, yo, can you please not do that while I'm, like, you're driving me? And they're like, but did I kill you, though? I'm like, what? No.
Oh, I remember one time I had a stick shift, and this was like back in the old flip phone days, and when I had my little Motorola, the little black and white, little tough little phone. And I'm like trying to drive, text, and shift gears, and totally ran a red light. It was like nobody was coming, but I kind of learned my lesson about driving, shifting, and texting all at the same time.
So It looks like we have a troll that keeps hitting the thumbs down when they really should be sticking their own thumb up their own ass. Oh shit! I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I just demonetized your live stream. Fuck.
Oh yeah, bro. And he says, "Fuck."
Hey guys, hit us with the super chats, and you dislikers, sit on your own thumbs. Thanks.
Oh man, that's so funny. Yeah, hey, we got a $5 donation so far, so thank you for that.
No, salute to whoever did that. Salute.
Hey, that's some stocking candy right there. You got to have the Christmas stocking. You got to have the one stocking full of candy.
I thought you said stocking candy, like you're sitting outside and you're cold and you're like munching on something. I'm out in the bushes, like I need candy.
No, stocking candy is when you're like out somewhere and you see somebody and be like, "Oh, you got a new stalker, dude." That's stocking candy right there.
Oh, just remember, guys, if you're
stocking candy.
If you're hiding in the bushes, do not throw your wrappers in the bushes because then they'll know you were there.
That's littering.
I'm stalking candy.
Yep, you're stalking candy.
What does that mean?
That means you're like because. Like
you're worth stalking. You're worth stalking.
You're worth stalking.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
That's I've got a couple of them. We'll come and we'll tell Jess. Me and Jess will be like, your stalkers here. You know.
Hey, Mill, Apple.
What is with all these dislikes though? Like, what is going on? You know, like,
we're talking bad about Apple, the gods of cellular communications, the gods of, you know, all things electronic. That's bad. It's blasphemy.
Oh, it's time to counter them, y'all. So let's go ahead and continue hitting the like and middle finger to whoever's hitting dislike. You know, I know you can't sit on that one. Sit on your own thumb.
Oh man, this is funny. Hashtag Apple products are trash, says Pikachu overrated.
Yeah, not a fan of the Apple. It's like Apple's trying to, I don't know. You remember like in the Terminator and the machines took over the world? That's what's happening. And there's going to be like this big Apple Terminator. It's got like a head that looks like an apple that's going to come at us and take over our toasters and everything else.
Oh, God. I would love to be sent on a mission to destroy that thing.
I know, right?
Give me a giant blue wrench.
Oh, or the Apple monster and the Samsung monster are going to have a war, and all the humans are going to like be, you know, hiding from the Apple and the Samsung.
You know, Samsung has their own military.
What?
They have their own.
Wow.
Yeah, they have their own. Yep, they have their own military.
Wow.
So does Apple, and they're the ones that are hitting all the dislikes.
Yeah, there need to be some Motorola warriors. Take them all out.
Motorola warriors.
But knowing Samsung, and they'll probably explode before they even start firing on us.
Oh my God.
They won't ever get the communications out because the speakers and the microphones won't be working. They'll have to communicate with their little Bluetooth pin. Ding, 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 ding.
Oh my God, Eden, yo, Eden is too. He said he's too hot. Oh my gosh, he said in capital letters. I have to go. I have to get out of the stream because Lady Red is too sexy.
Eden, you've seen me before. We've kind of not really met, but I've been here before, y'all. I'm the same me. This cat is trying to kill me. Stop that.
Oh my God. Lady Red, what is your favorite candy so I can leave your favorite in the door of your job?
Hey, don't bring it in the door of the job. There's a little mail slot, okay? There's a mail slot, and I want a Butterfinger cup.
Butterfinger cup.
TK?
Butterfinger cup.
TK in the house. What's up, man?
Hey, isn't he TK 4K?
I have no idea. I just keep hearing TK. He's newer, but I enjoy his shit. So yeah.
Yeah, he was actually talking about the bluish thing going on with the iPhone. I was seeing that live stream.
Let me see.
Where is he?
Where is he? Is he not in his location yet?
Man, he probably sleeping.
He needs to wake up. It's Saturday night. We're having a party at the Magic Tech Review.
Right?
Tech Wiz asks, my Moto E5 Plus screen just started glitching. Then the screen went all white. Any ideas what the issue is? I'll answer that for you. It's a Moto E5 Plus.
Yeah, some of those are doing that. You're going to have to call Motorola and do a swap because there are some glitchy ones. The Supras and the Pluses, same phone. I've seen it in like maybe 2 out of all of them. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're going to have to call Motorola, do a warranty swap.
You know, I used to do a pretty good Macho Man impression, and Jose Perez says that he's snapping into a Slim Jim.
Oh, damn. That's pretty good.
That is good. I saw the Macho Man live about, God, what was it now? It's over 20 years ago in Jackson, Tennessee. This cat. And he's like huge. He was like a giant. And I got one of those shirts, you know, with all the fringe and stuff. But yeah, he was huge. I mean, I was so, because you see him on TV. I grew up watching the Macho Man. And Macho it was so
Man
cool.
Lived in Sarasota, Florida. I have seen him. I had seen him in person a few times. Got an autograph. Saw him wrestle live. He was a little shorter than I was, but he was jacked up. And I was so sad when he died. Like he's like my favorite wrestler of all time. Like anytime someone asks me who my favorite wrestlers are, he's always somewhere in that list.
Yeah, and I'm 5'3", so everybody taller than me is huge.
You know? And if you haven't subscribed to Mill Hustles, you're gonna get an elbow from the top rope.
Hey, TechWiz, actually, mine does that from time to time. The white screen thing, I just turn it off and turn it like I literally just hit the screen off and on, and it'll go. I don't know.
The first impression was better. Like I sometimes just knock it out of the park, and then sometimes I just
Lady Red, is your cat hurting you?
Look, can y'all see that? He's blooded me right there.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, he's mean. Stop it. Stop it.
Hey, I'll be right back.
All right. Pikachu overrated, so Lady Red is a MILF.
Thank you so much.
Hey, all y'all talking all this about Lady Red. Send her a donation. Dang it.
Hey,
up here.
Subscribe to my channel. I'm there all the time.
Right?
You can have Lady Red all day. Stop that. Look, I can't get a hold of him. Look, this is what I'm fighting with right here.
Is he like a feral cat?
No, he's just mean. And then he'll be like all sweet to me. Like I took a nap earlier and he woke me up. He was curled up on my pillow, like purring, and he nuzzled my face. He was and now he's just being mean.
Yeah, my cat is pretty friendly when he wants to. Oh. I got my kitty. I got my kitty too. Hold on.
Hi, kitty.
Yeah, we got two kitties.
Mine's somewhere. If I can't see him, I'm sure I'll feel a claw in a minute. Yeah.
Dang.
And he's like, he destroys things. He broke my favorite picture frame. It had a picture of my daughter in it. It was all glass, and he broke it. And then I woke up the other morning to the sound of breaking porcelain. It was two little or they were like these little things. I had a ladybug and a turtle, and I don't have them anymore. Yeah. And now I just have my two little bumblebees is all I have left.
Yeah, no, we got him when he was he's a little baby. So he was from the shelter, so he got his shots, he got everything, and I think that's the best way to go. A lot of people tried to get him off the street.
That's where mine came from. That's where Oscar came from, and it was like the strangest thing. If I've only had him maybe 3 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that. I got up one morning and he was sitting on my coffee table. He was just sitting here and he was like, "Hey," I was like, "What?" Because I'm like a complete idiot in the mornings. But turns out he followed, because I had a friend live across the street from my building, and he followed her over here, and my son brought him upstairs for me.
Oh.
So now we have Oscar. Cleaned him up, fed him. He's like twice the size he was when he first came to live with us.
So you don't know how old he is or nothing like that?
Oh,
okay.
I'm guessing he was about 3. I kind of found out where he came from. My neighbor's upstairs neighbor had him, and she moved to Michigan and just left him in the house. And her dad went over there and got him, and he stayed over there for a couple hours, and he said, "See ya, y'all are crazy." And he came over here because he knew this was where he needed to be. This is like the cat friendly home here. So.
Oh yeah, and that place that you got the tarot cards from, they had like cats in there, it was weird, man. I just walked in there, there was like a cat just walking up right to me. I was like, what?
Yeah, cats are cool, man. Cats are cool. Cats are a better judge of people than people. Mm-hmm.
So between Samsung and man, but this new Apple thing is I think it's just too much.
Yeah, that it is. Yeah, that's a lot of money for a phone that is promised to be the best thing you've ever touched, had, talked on, text on, whatever. And you can't even charge it up. I mean, most people are the same way with their phones. They put them on the charger at night, and they expect them to charge. And if it's not doing that, that especially business owners like Apple products, because you can get, ow, God, you can get, like your computer, you got your computer, your iPad, you can run your whole business from your phone and have access to all your stuff. And if you can't get a battery, if you can't get a charge on it, you're kind of screwed. Like the local newspaper here, they all have iPhones because the whole thing is run off of Apple products, and they can do everything, from their phone if they need to. And if you can't charge your phone up, you're not doing a very good job at your business, no matter what it is.
I mean, yeah, we're going to be screwed though in the future. Flip phones, man. I mean, flip phone, you open it up, you make phone calls, whatever. But like these new phones, it's like calling is like not even like a feature. I think they're going to take the calling feature out of the phones. Like we're not going to even be able to make phone calls here in a little bit.
Yeah, that's the thing with the reviews. I want to know how is the call quality, because I can always tell when I'm talking to somebody that's on like a really old crappy phone because I can't hear them, I can't understand them, and that is so overlooked with phone reviews. Call quality. How does it sound when you're talking to somebody? How do you sound? I've had phones before, I would call somebody and they'd be like, I can't hear you. I can barely hear you. Everything's like fuzzy and jumbled up. And I was talking to somebody and I kept saying, what did you say? And it was like an old beat up, some kind of cheap phone from 2012. And, call quality doesn't seem important to a lot of companies. LG, their phones now, say what you want to about LG, their phones do have very good call quality. My Motorola, like when I'm talking to people, they can hear me very good, but I can't always hear them. And, if I'm talking to like my dad, he's got the Moto Cruise. I can hear him just fine. But talking to somebody else with like an old beat up phone, not so much.
Macho Hustles is back.
Hey.
Hey, that was pretty good. That was like I think that was my best impression. I don't know. I usually struggle with it. What did the audience think about it? Type of one if my impression of the Macho Man was spot
on. Hey, I'm going to take about a minute and a half. I will be right back.
Let's see here. So, what's it called? I remember the Kyocera. The Kyocera Hydro View was like a really bad phone to be able to hear stuff with. What do you think, Mill Hustles? Do you remember that phone?
I do. I sold a ton of those, but I don't ever remember like trying it out to hear.
There was a lot of people. They said that they sounded like underwater, because it had waterproofing in it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people said that like people couldn't hear them or they couldn't hear. I just remember that particular phone was like had that issue. Like Kyocera's for some reason had that issue. I think it's the waterproofing in it.
Maybe it was. That's.
Does anybody in the chat remember that phone, and do you remember if it had that issue or not?
I remember selling one my last month at Cricket. Like I was just trying to get rid of all the overstock we had because we had way too many old phones that weren't moving.
That thing.
And they started selling it at Target.
Eight, 4.
All right.
Oh, there she goes. Okay.
Here I am.
Okay.
I have returned.
Boost Incognito. Oh yeah, I love the Boost Incognito.
I don't remember that one.
From Boost Mobile, the little one that's flipped open to the side.
You know what made me into a big LG fan? And I'll look up the model in a second, but it was a phone through Boost Mobile that was just absolutely awesome. And since that day, it's been a love-hate relationship with more love. And that's Boost is the reason that I'm a big LG fan.
Here, bro. Look at the camera real quick. I'm gonna show you right here. I know you don't remember that phone, bro.
Oh yeah, I do.
Okay.
I thought that was on Virgin Mobile.
No.
I had one of those.
It was Sprint in black, and then it was gray on Boost.
My mom had one of those from Verizon, and she gave it to me, and I loved it.
From Verizon, that would be the.
It looked
chocolate.
like that, yeah. No, hers was. I don't know. It's black. It was after the chocolate. Hers was already old by the time she gave it to me.
The Envy.
Yeah, that was it.
Probably the Envy. Oh yeah. Yes, sir. Hydro. Yeah, it seems to be fine now after I forced it to turn off, but this pissed me off. I pay full yeah. Mine does the same thing. Mine does the same thing. I actually have to turn it off or whatever. I do have to get Motorola to replace it eventually.
Try going into, you might have mobile services installed in there. It's this app, and it does all kinds of stuff to your phone. It'll basically take over your phone. It's kind of like a demon possessing your phone. If mobile services is in your app list, you have to go in through the settings. It's not going to be in your app drawer. Before you disable it, you've got to dump the data out of it, clear all the data out of it, go down to the bottom where it says modify system settings, disable that, put it on no, and then go up to data usage and disable all data usage, then deny the permission to the phone, then disable it. That's the only way to turn that sucker off and keep it off. If not, factory reset it, and if that still don't work, send that sucker back.
Hey, look at this. Michael Thomas says, just sitting outside a bar in my car with this female who was smoking a cigarette that I met 10 minutes ago. There you go.
You have to go outside a bar to smoke a cigarette? Where do you live? Mm-hmm. Wow. That's the only place here you can smoke inside is in a bar. Nowhere.
In New York, you can't. No, in New York, you can't. You have to smoke outside.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
It was like that in Alabama, too. Down in Alabama, you have to, even if you're at a bar, most of the bars now have like an outdoor smoking patio or something. Mm-hmm. And that's where everybody has to go smoke, yeah.
Actually, where I'm at, too, it's the same way. What am I thinking about? Yeah. Yeah.
Well, in Tennessee, you can still smoke in a bar, and if you go to your mechanics and they got them bay doors open, they can smoke in there, too. So, yeah.
Mo Hustles, can you smoke it in a bar where you're at?
Honestly, I don't know. I have yet to go to a bar here. But everywhere else that I lived at, in Florida, they let you smoke inside. In Texas, they made you go outside.
Yeah, Florida, I went to one in Pensacola, the Vinyl Music Hall, and we could smoke in there, yeah.
John, I have a question. Do you know if the Razer phone works with Cricket? Because I need to know to see if I can order it. Not the old Razer, no. Mm-mm. The newer Motorola Razers, yes.
Yeah, as long as it's unlocked.
Yeah, but not the old flip phones, no.
Oh, I showed my boss's brother Omar. I showed him the foldable phone. He didn't know Samsung was coming out with a foldable phone, and I showed him. I pulled it up and found it for him and showed that to him, and he was like, "That is so cool." And I'm like, "It has a dual screen. It's not going to last 10 minutes in somebody's pocket." I don't know. He's young though. He's very young. He's very young.
I'm calling in Tech Right.
There we go.
He joins in. See what he's got to say about this whole Apple thing, if he does. Techrat says, I'm late. I was eating my milk and cookies and playing with Legos. Oh, boy.
Nope. Not right now. Come here. Come here. This is my other housemate. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't do the dogs.
You can't. She won't get up here. Come here. Come here. There we go. Good girl. She's huge.
Yeah, I don't do huge stuff.
She's bored. When she gets bored, she wants me to take her out, and I don't want to go out right now.
Razer gaming phone, not the one you said. Sorry. I'm coming in for a sec. All right. Bring the LG notification LED home button back. Oh my god. Yeah, I had a phone that did that. It had a button in the front where it like did different colors and all that. I forgot what phone that was. Maybe the LG L30, L70, maybe, I don't remember.
Yeah.
Or some, I forget what phone that was, but it was a little bit like a couple years back.
So what's everybody doing tonight?
Apparently, Pikachu already says, Michael Thomas, I'm in my Ferrari with your mother smoking Mary Jane, who I met 10 minutes ago. Oh my god.
Good for Michael's mom, man. Right on. That is a cougar right there. Hey, y'all can't be hating on cougars now.
Cougars. Oh my god. Michael Thomas said, tomorrow I'm going to stop by the main one's Metro store and say hi. What up?
Uh-oh. What happened? Did we lose him again? Quick. Ow.
Yeah, about to say, don't just stop by and say hi to me, bro.
Mel Hustles, are you still with us?
I think so. He's talking. He's saying.
I think he went. Yo. There you are.
There we go. CV Tech too is finally. I'm like, bro, where was he at? He must have found him a cougar somewhere. In the mountains.
Cougar found him. That's how that happens.
There we go. CV Tech, where you been, dude?
Hey.
Give me a second. This thing ain't working. I don't see anything.
Okay.
Now that everybody's getting comfortable.
Right.
There we go.
Yo, what's up, guys?
Hey, Stefan.
Hey, what's up?
What up? What up?
What's up,
so
everybody?
The only one not on camera, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. I could be on here for a sec, though. I'm about to go work out, so I gotta hurry up.
Oh, shit. All right. Tech Right, real quick, since you're going to be not going to be on here for long. What's your take, bro?
On the, whatever happened with the iPhones or what?
Yeah.
Honestly, I didn't even look into it, dude. I don't give a shit because iPhones are irrelevant. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, dude, I didn't even watch any videos. I just saw thumbnails and shit of like ChargeGate or whatever. I really didn't give a shit because everybody hops on everything that's like, you know. I was just like, I'll just watch them later because I don't even give a shit, dude. It's like I don't have an iPhone. I'm a tech guy, so I should probably listen.
You
to
know
shit
what
like
I said?
that,
You know what I said? I said that all these alleged issues are actually not issues. It's Apple trying to do something different, and you'll see next year everyone copies them.
Yeah. Everybody always copies Apple, dog. That's like the it's like the go-to move. But
And I always see these comments of people saying Apple is desperate, Apple is hurting. Apple is worth $1 trillion. They're not desperate for anything.
oh my god. Yeah, man. Apple's not gonna die. They created a monster. They're masterminds. They're hella good at optimization, and they pretty much provide what the basic person needs. Like, they have a good camera, they have good optimization for Snapchat, Instagram, all social media across the line. Nobody else, like the average person, doesn't give a shit about anything else, right? They want their FaceTime, they want their good camera that they can take photos of their kids with, and they want, you know, Snapchat and Instagram to work. The average person's not doing certain things on their phones that, you know, tech heads do. That's what we have to take into consideration. They killed it with optimization. The only person that does it as good, which they don't do it as good, but they're very similar, is Google with the Pixels. That's the only other people that have very good optimization. Nobody else has very, very, very good optimization like Apple does. They killed it right there. They cornered the market pretty much. These companies are trying to do too much, you know. Like even the Essential phone when it came out, like, you're doing too much. You're doing too much. There's no need for any of that. Like, you just kill the optimization, have a decent camera in your device, and just have, like, if these Android 1 devices that are coming out have something under Android 1, right? That works good with literally everything.
Hey, real quick, I wanted to congratulate Tech Right. He reached 31,000 subs.
Oh, thank you.
Right on. Right
I just hit 30K like 2 days ago.
John finally hit 22.
Yeah, I just finished
200. CV Tech almost 16.5. He's going to be at 17 soon.
Android does have okay. A lot of people, oh my god. Okay, so Rapture Ready Warrior says Android has optimization. Yes, it does, okay? The thing you have to take into consideration is they have a hell of a lot more phones than iPhone. So therefore, the coders for the new iPhones that are out, there's only a few iPhones that they'd have to do coding for to optimize certain applications for. So Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, and all these main applications that everybody else uses, the coders optimized it for iPhones because there's only a few iPhones. When you're looking at Android devices, there are so many damn Android devices out there. It's crazy. Right? Mm-hmm. It's insane. So when people are saying, "Oh yeah, my budget phone is," it's not optimized. It's not highly optimized like, you know, like Pixels are, obviously. Like, for an example, the iPhones are. Like, it's not, you know. And people with very little experience saying that crap, like, no, it's not as optimized as an iPhone, dude.
I'm gonna give you.
I don't even use iPhone either. I don't have any Apple devices. I had an iPhone 6S and I didn't even use it.
I'm going to give you an unpopular opinion. Snapchat is only good on mid-range and flagship Android devices.
Yeah, it is. I agree. So shit on budget phones. It's horrible. It's horrible. The camera is horrible. Animations are horrible. When okay, you know the little face thingies, animation things, they're horrible. Now, you know, when you get into the higher, what you're talking about, mid-range, when you start getting into 250 and above, 300 and above, then it starts getting a little more decent. You see the camera's a little better. You know, you start getting a little better animation, start getting to start taking better pictures in low light, you know? So it is better on mid-range and flagship. You're going to piss a lot of people off, but yeah, budget, it's not there. It's not, budget phones aren't made to run good with Snapchat and all these other applications. They're just not. They're for people that are on a budget. And that's why I like to get unlocked phones on my channel a lot, because a lot of people want to go straight to the carrier, right? A lot of people want to just get a phone because they're scared of buying from Chinese OEMs that use American brands. By the way, let me get this out of the way really, really quick, okay? The reason why I didn't do a review on the Poco phone is because I don't want people pissed off at my channel. I don't want people, you know, having a riot with my channel or whatever, because it might work in LA where I'm at, right? It might work where Android stud's at because he's in Miami. If you're in a metropolitan area, it's going to work. It's definitely going to work. But if you're in the backwoods of fucking Alabama, it's not going to work. HSPA Plus is not going to work there. Like, I don't understand why people keep like, I do this for a living. HSPA Plus isn't going to do anything. You're going to have drop calls. You're going to be commenting, hey, TechRat, you suck. That's why I didn't review that phone, okay? Like, people getting mad at me.
What is it? HPAS? HSAP? Yeah, what is it?
HPA. I think it's HPA or whatever. But this is what I was saying. This is why I preach go Chinese OEM, go Huawei, go Blue. Like Blue just came out with a damn good device, the Blue Vivo 11 Plus. The Mate SE for right here. For example, the Mate SE is a damn good phone that you can get for $205, and it works better than most of the Metro PCS phones. And all you have to do is call in and switch over your number. You just have to do a little bit of research. And that's why I'm going to be starting to do more Chinese OEM unlocked phones, you know, for GSM, with more, you know, bands for T-Mobile, Metro PCS, Cricket Wireless, things like that. Because people are starting to get into these Chinese OEMs. And I'm really excited. They bring nice specifications to the table. Like, you're not going to go to Metro PCS and get a 6 GB of RAM, you know, phone with 128 gigabytes of storage, face recognition for like, I got this for $280. Like, that's not going to happen over there. But if you just do a little bit of legwork, call in your number. What's it called? It's usually Filipino people that you call out, right? That are the callers, Magic. Usually, like, yeah, yes. You just have to stay on the line. They're going to be they're going to want you to stay on the line for a sec, but it's going to take about 5 to 8 minutes, maybe 5 to 10 minutes at the most. You exchange your SD card out of another phone and you put it in your new unlocked phone that you got. And that's it. That's all the legwork you have to do. A lot of people are scared to actually get these phones. And we kind of have to break that from people because you shouldn't be scared, you know?
Well, the APNs too, sometimes you have to do the APN settings.
Yeah, that is what with most of the phones though, like most of them, you don't really have to do anything. You just have to change.
Usually, APN settings are in like the flagship, some of them, and mostly the budget devices where you have to change change all that. So I was asking what if it was HSPH whatever, because I want to come up with a funny acronym for it.
Hey, CV Tech, what's up, man? What's your take, bro, on the iPhone? I want to hear from you, dude.
Shout to Total Tech real quick. I see him in the chat. That's the homie.
CV Tech.
Yo, what's going on?
Yeah, I want to hear your take on the iPhone, dude, on what's going on.
All right, now I'm having some issue. Hang on a second. This thing does not.
But I'm a hop off and go work out right now, guys. But I hope you guys have a good night, safe night. Everybody enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your Sunday tomorrow, wherever you guys are. But yeah, peace out, guys. Hope you guys have a good night.
Later, man.
All right.
Peace out.
See ya.
Hang on. I'll be back. Hang on.
Okay.
Everybody's having technical difficulties tonight, except for me.
No, but he was right though about Snapchat. It's not even good on older iPhones. Like, it's just a really crappy app. Let's just call a spade a spade.
What I've noticed with the Snapchat users, this Bitmoji app that goes with it, seems to be causing a lot of issues with the lower end, like the Stylo 3, and even that one. One guy that came in and and I got everything out of his phone that could possibly come out of his phone, except for his social media and that Bitmoji. Now someone's like, "What is this?" Because I do not snap the chat. Okay, I do not Snapchat. I'm not 12. I do not Snapchat. And he was like, I got to have that. That goes with my Snapchat. And I mean, his phone was still doing the same thing. I said, "Well, that's what's doing this," And then I took it out. And it stopped doing it. I forget what it was. It was some kind of lag that it was doing. And it was lagging it up. It's just slowing it down a lot. Like, you click even to open up a text message and you would have to wait for it. And I took Bitmoji out and restarted the phone. It was fine. And he was like, but I can't live without it. I said, well, you're going to have to make a choice. Then you can either have a glitch lag phone, or you can, use your phone like you're supposed to. I don't know why Bitmoji is so important. And I've seen a lot of other phones coming in, like the really cheap ones, like the John's favorite phone, the Pulse Mix. And, I've never seen it I've never seen it in a ZTE Blade. The X Max, yes, I've seen it in those, and take it out. They do just fine. There's something with the Bitmoji. I don't know if it's a RAM management issue or what it is, but it does not. The lower end budget phones do not like Bitmoji. Apparently, you can't snap a chat without Bitmoji. So
snap a chat.
Snap a chat.
No, you can. That's just your character. You don't need Bitmoji.
You don't snap a cat?
No, you don't snap a cat. There are children here. I'm going to stop right there. We have Lady Red tonight.
I want to snap a cat.
I'm sure you do.
Pittsburgh fan asks, hey, do you think I should sell my Boost Mobile iPhone 6 for only $100? It comes new with a new charger and a box. Yeah, why not? Try to get 100 out of it.
You should be able to get $100
earlier. He was asking me why some prepaid, like the flagship prepaids, get accepted by like postpaid stores for trading, and they've never really taken prepaid devices.
Lady Xander Renton says Lady Red is not secret cam time. That's later.
That's right. We're not doing the secret cams now.
Hey, I always say lower your standards, up your numbers, but that's just me.
Hey, Mickey Mouse is here tonight.
Oh God.
Oh, this is so funny. So this guy I was talking to, and I really was not into him at all. He was just kind of hounding me, and like, I don't know, like an online stalker kind of guy. And I was like, all right. So we can get together, Saturday night, like right now, right? And this was last night. I was like, hey, I'm fixing to go live. So I go in last night's live stream. I mean, it had been a very, very long day. And I was like, I felt like roadkill, and I looked like roadkill on purpose. I haven't heard from him since. I asked him, because I invited him into the live stream, and I texted him after, and I was like, so did you watch it? He's like, yeah, you were talking about phones. I said, what did you think I was talking about? I'm a techie. It's a tech channel, hence the name Lady Red's Tech Reviews. It is not Lady Red Secret Cams. I don't know what he thought it was going to be, but hey, my phone ain't blowing up today, and I'm pretty happy about that. Oh, John's in and out again.
Okay, so
RJ, what's up?
Man, not a whole lot. I was actually tonight, we were supposed to go live earlier, and I was doing this and trying to get everything together and everything going to go. And I sat down for 2 minutes and shut my eyes, and guess what happened?
You went to sleep.
Okay.
I dozed off, and then I woke up. I kind of jumped up, and I was like, "Well, crap." And it was 11 something, and then I was like, then I had to drive 25 minutes here after getting ready and get out the door, and finally I had to go to the store, get me a drink, and of course here's a Saturday night. It's the only store really popular open in this part of this area, so everybody under the sun was there. I had to wait in line. I got one person working and 3 cashiers and one person working. So it took me forever to get here. So now I'm here. Tonight I'm actually on Boost Mobile. I'm not using T-Mobile or Total Wireless. I'm using Boost Mobile tonight to stream, because they gave me they gave me some free service. So okay, can't beat that.
You actually were able to go live with Boost Mobile? That's a miracle.
I can go live on Hangouts on Boost Mobile, but I can't do a successful live stream on my own, because the upload speeds are just, it's funny with Verizon, with T-Mobile, with Cricket, I can have 5 or 6 megabits per second upload and stream fine. I can have 7 or 8 upload on Boost, and it's in and out. I don't understand that.
Hmm.
Hmm?
I don't know. Hey, CV Tech. So, what do you think about this? I want to get your take on it.
You're cutting down a little bit, man.
Damn.
What you think about the iPhone XS and the batteries and the not charging?
I think it's I got my own ideas and thoughts about it. Nobody's gonna like what I had to say about it. But when you buy a phone that costs $20,000, $1,500, you expect it to work like it's supposed to work. I mean, everybody talks crap about all these cheap Chinese brands and every other cheap phone under the sun, but we're the ones that don't really have any problems with our phones. It's the ones that are these expensive high end flagship phones, and I hear the excuses now. Well, it's just a software glitch, and they'll fix that with a patch and all that kind of stuff. But honestly, they ought to test all this crap out before they send them out. It's like they hurry and fly to get them out, and then they have nothing but trouble, nothing but issues, nothing but problems. Then you got to have them sent in, or they got to send out a software update, something like whatever the case may be. And but now, like I say, you talk. I mean, you have this problem with a ZTE or a Huawei or an LG or a lot of other brands that's not like very, very like iPhone or Samsung. And it's like, well, you get what you pay for. It's a bunch of junk anyway. But this happens to an iPhone or a new Note or a new S series, and it's like everybody makes every excuse under the sun of why they're having problems with it. But you got to call it like it is.
You
Got to
know
call
what I think it is,
for what it
honestly.
is.
I mean, earlier I said it was futuristic, futuristic features. I was just joking, though. But I think, honestly, that whoever puts these phones together, whatever factory, I think they do these little things just to get back at Apple for providing such a poor working environment, because you don't ever hear about this kind of stuff from the other carriers, especially for phones this price.
Yeah. Well, and another thing is the fact that everybody says, "Oh, well, my Apple phone is made in California," and I'm like, "No, it's not. It's designed in California, but these are made in China." Just like every other phone under the sun, they're all made in China. They're all made in the factory in China, and they're sent out so they can do whatever they want to while they're design or whenever they're building these phones in these Chinese factories. They can do what they want to. So I mean, just because you pay $1,500 for your iPhone thinking it's made in California, no, look at it. It's designed in California, but it's made in China. So there you go.
Oh, where did John go? Has anybody ever bothered to look and see where they're actually made? Like, is there anything anywhere? I might look into that to see if there's anything on the actual
factory.
Yeah.
Foxconn.
They actually just revealed. No, but they revealed one of the factories, like these major companies like Nike, Apple, factories with fake names on them, and they can get away with that overseas. And that's caused like a big scandal because human rights groups are looking at the terrible working because companies put their employees overseas through,
Mm-hmm.
So you know what? I'm gonna be honest. I think sometimes Apple deserves it.
Deserves cheap what?
They deserve to go through hiccups like this.
Oh yeah, they get way too big, for their britches. Definitely. They want to be the gods of cellular, and they want to do all that. Then maybe they need to look at their manufacturing practices, because a lot of problems are not necessarily software issues as they are manufacturing issues. And when you've got people working, I worked in plenty of factories, you get tired and you start messing stuff up. And when you're, putting something together that's very delicate, the slightest little thing and it's messed up.
Yeah, but this is another difference on how the culture is over there and here. People over there commit suicide. They throw themselves off of buildings. That's how bad it is over there.
I mean, really, really, any answer that we give is going to be wrong, depending on who sees it and who looks at it. That's why I try not to really get into it a whole lot, because we really don't know the whole situation with this, that, and the other. Truly.
Yeah.
So,
what do you think they're going to say, though? Like, what do you think's their excuse going to be this time? Because they always have some type of excuse to dodge the bullet, per se.
I'm surprised they haven't issued a statement already, an official statement already. I mean, they should have already been on this.
I want to ask your question. David Wilson asked me, when did you get the free service from Boost? I was just wondering if I have most of the video. No, I didn't make a video about it. I actually turned on my Galaxy S7 today. I got a text message saying, but it's kind of a delayed text message about the whole hurricane that came through here, about giving us credit for this or that or whatever. And it was kind of a delayed reaction. But I mean, I'm on the $3 a day plan. So they give me like $10. So it's like 3 days of service. So yeah, that's all it is. But like I said, honestly, I mean, anybody who, yeah, I just lost my train of thought.
See, check out the comment. I just put the link. Check that out.
Do what now?
Check out the link I just shared in the comments.
I don't see no link.
Yeah, like we don't even have much target tech yet at all. Like we haven't even received any of these new iPhones to sell.
I had a guy come in a couple of days ago asking about the XS, and he acted surprised when I told him, we can order it, but it's $1,000, and he acted surprised. I mean, when the 8 Plus is still sitting at $800, what do you think the XS is going to be?
Look, today I shared a video. About the 10S and 10S Max coming to Straight Talk and Total Wireless. And if you look at the finance charges, even for good credit, it's like I have never seen it that high in my life. I was like, oh my goodness, nobody's going to get this.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, I think the whole cell phone game, the whole cell phone prices and everything, I think it's all getting out of hand. It's all overrated. And I mean, I don't know. I mean, my whole thing about it is that all these phones are overrated. A lot of people that are making videos now are people that you thought that would never ever talk bad about iPhone or anything or any of these flagship phones are now saying that it's just not worth it. And these phones are really not worth it in my personal opinion. They're just not. I mean, I never used one, but I mean, really, it's an iPhone. So I mean, yeah, it's going to be a bit faster. It has the same, the same everything. It's just more storage, more RAM, a better processor, and then basically you have better cameras. That's really about all they can really add to an iPhone. I mean, do y'all agree or disagree? What do y'all think? And make it bigger.
But going back to the whole thing with the financing with Straight Talk, people will do it. And it's the same. Like today is a perfect example. Someone that came in today, these people, like their whole family, it's like a mother and 2 daughters. They all got Progressive leasing just so they could buy the Stylo 4. And these are people that do not work. They are all on disability. And I would say it's because of like a mental state. They don't practice good hygiene habits. The whole store stinks. Omar, I told him he had to stay in there so he could experience that and be prepared. He left. He went outside to sit in his car. And we had to spray the whole store. This is the kind of people that are using Progressive leasing. This is the same kind of people that are going to go to Straight Talk and get on what is that Smart Pay or whatever, where they can finance this phone and pay on it for the next 10 years just so they can show everybody that they have this fantastic iPhone XS Max. This is like a phablet, and oh, look what I've got. And meanwhile, they're driving a car that's got 3 different color, each fender is a different color. They have no teeth. Their clothes aren't as dirty, and they are very nearly completely illiterate. And and it's these kind of people, and it's like these companies are preying on them, progressive leasing included, Cricket included, by use of progressive leasing. And now Straight Talk's doing this. These are the people that are going to go get those first. These are the people that are going to snatch that right up, and they're not going to realize. I mean, this girl got the Stylo 4, two Stylo 4s on hers, all kinds of stuff there. I think her boyfriend came in and he got he was trying to get the iPhone X, but we couldn't order the X, and he got the 8 Plus instead. And she's got like almost $2,000 financed through progressive leasing, and neither one of them works. She gets like $600 a month because she's still in her lower 20s and already on disability. Wow. This is what America is coming to, and I see this every day, and it just makes me sick.
I agree. I agree.
But they have so much business stuff to do on their phones. Come on now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Their Facebook is it's very important for Snapchat usage, because they have to take their selfies with no teeth. No teeth. None. No teeth. I mean, we're talking about a girl that came in, and I showed her the Stylo 4, and she asked if it was an iPhone or a smartphone.
Last time I checked, you had a phone for talking on it all.
What did you think about that phone, CV?
Look good, man. Looks nice.
Huge. I don't think it's going to be under $300 though.
Oh my God. John would die without a phone. That's why he has to have so many.
You want to talk?
No.
I have to kind of disagree with Tech, right? No, I'm not going to disagree. I'm going to actually respond to him. He said that the Huawei Mate SE is an excellent phone, which it is. It's just, it has a few specs that are a little better than the 7X. But honestly, in my opinion, the P20 Lite is better than both of those.
I'll be right back. Give me 1 second.
Uh-oh. Oh. Stop it.
Close my damn chair.
So, what's up? What's new at Straight Talk? Anything besides the XS on the whatever y'all call it?
Yeah, we have the Rebel 4 was just released, which is actually pretty nice, and CV just unboxed that. We got the J7 Crown coming soon. That's pretty much it.
I'm hearing that Samsung, because I read something last week that Samsung is discontinuing the J series and replacing it. So it was said the A series and the M series. They're coming out with the M series. Do you know anything about that?
I do. I actually made a video about that.
I missed it.
They're actually getting rid of the J series, and they're going to focus, I think, on they may be the M or the A. I don't remember exactly, but I was telling someone that the J series is being discontinued, and they asked why they continue being released, and I said because these phones have been in pre-production for a while. They're just not going to let them go.
Right. They've got to dump that warehouse.
Yeah. So they got a new J8 that's coming. That's a very, very nice phone, and it's like $280, but it's just a perfect price for its specs. The A6 is coming to Boost Mobile, which is a very nice phone also. These new phones that are coming are really gonna like make people forget about the J series because it's far better.
Yeah, the J series is just I'm not a fan. I mean, I did feel a little special when I got to unbox that Note 9. I'm not gonna lie. And every time I get to set up an S8 or an S9, I'm like, ooh, look what I get to do.
When did you unbox Note 9?
I didn't do it on TV, on YouTube. I did it in the store, and if I had not have been quite so, because first of the month, as you know, is a circus. He would have let me. He's a big supporter of my channel, and he would have let me unbox it for YouTube. Had we not been, I mean, I had like 20 people in the store, at that point in time, and 3 were families. Like the whole family comes out to buy a phone, and they don't make their children buy. So it was a little bit of a whole lot of a circus without the rings. Yeah. So, but he's a big supporter. He always asks, how the channel's doing. He tells me he watches my videos and stuff. And it was his Note 9. He was the one that turned me on to the Note 9 problems. So, Yeah. But I got to unbox it in the store. I got to take the plastic off and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that J8 is very nice. Sorry, CB, go ahead.
That's cool. But yeah, I mean, going back to what we've seen, about the smart pay and the progressive leasing, from Cricket, Straight Talk, and all of them. Honestly, I mean, I don't knock anybody that that does progressive leasing or smart. I mean, because if you want a really good phone and you don't mind paying triple what the phone costs when you pay it off, that's cool. But honestly, myself personally, if I can't buy the phone straight out, I just cannot see myself paying that kind of money for a phone with Smart Pay, Progressive, and pay their ridiculous finance charges and their interest. I mean, because you buy a phone for $1,000, let's just say say that the iPhone $1,000 even. You do Progressive leasing or Smart Pay, you're going to end up paying back 2-3 times that when it's all said and done with. I mean, is it really that worth it?
Let me read this comment out. JJ King says knocking people with no teeth is kind of BS. Just because someone is young without teeth doesn't make them less human and trash. Some have been in accidents and lost their teeth. I know this personally.
Yes, some have, but when the whole family comes in like that and they don't take a bath and they don't know the difference between an iPhone and a smartphone, these are uneducated people. It's not a matter of knocking them. It's a matter of these companies taking advantage of people that are kind of gullible and want to, instead of investing the money, that same amount of money in something else. Like, teeth are important to chew your food with. I have a fake tooth. I have back teeth that are, pulled and gone, but I did at least have the sense, to kind of take care of the ones I have. But there's a lot of people here. I don't know what it is about this area, out in the county. A lot of people have well water and their teeth rot. This girl she's in her 20s. Neither her nor sister or her mother, none of them have teeth, but they also don't take a bath. Like, the whole family is like this. They do not bathe. They drive a new car that is like dirty and beat up, and then they come in and do all this stuff on progressive leasing, and they pay for their stuff with their card that is the card they use for Social Security, and they all talk about how they get their check every month. It's these kind of people. It's not knocking them. It's stating they are uneducated, and these companies are taking advantage of that because these people want these phones as status symbols, not because they need them to run their business. And companies, progressive leasing, and yes, Smart Pay, all of them that are trying to lease this phone for the rest of your life, and 5,000 easy payments of $6. They're taking advantage of people like that just don't know better. And they're not going to pay out the phone. You don't finance $2,000 worth of accessories on a $300 phone. And that's what ended up happening. She's got almost $2,000 financed between her and her boyfriend's phone and all the accessories they got, because he ended up with the 8 Plus wireless chargers. They both got Bluetooth headsets. I mean, it's like one of everything on our wall, on our accessories wall.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can go into Cricket tomorrow, and I know that I could get a phone on, Smart Pay or Progressive Leasing, But I mean, and the reason why I don't do a lot of new phones is because I pretty much, if I can't, yeah, I have credit cards. I have used credit cards to buy phones in the past. I'm trying to cut that out because paying them back is kind of a bummer. But you got to pay back your bills, and so I'm trying to and so that's why I am not really bringing a lot of newer stuff like I was in the past, because eventually credit runs out, and it's, a lot of times it's really hard to wait and save up the money to buy, with the save up the money and buy a phone straight out. But that's sometimes the best way to do it. I mean, like I said, now if you have if you have a credit card. Like I have, a couple of credit cards, and the interest ain't all that bad, and you can pay them back off, and they're not, they don't charge you an arm and a leg. But if I had it my way, I would just do everything straight out. But I know everybody can't do that. But like you say, yeah, I mean, these companies. I mean, I know I've said it. We all said it should be against the law to charge what they're charging for these. For these phones and interest and pay. But hey, if you sign the dotted line and you agree to it, you ain't got no reason to complain about it.
And it is illegal in some states. Like they have to put by law as a disclaimer, this does not work in like New Jersey, Las Vegas, and certain states.
Mm-hmm.
Especially New Jersey. New Jersey does not play about interest when it comes to banks and loans and things like that, because they've had such a loan shark problem. Like they've had a bigger loan shark problem than Las Vegas has, because they're essentially the second Las Vegas because of the gambling and all that. You know,
I think Vermont and Massachusetts might be in that list too. That seems familiar. Vermont and Massachusetts are like that too. That they have like the interest laws. You know, you can't go over the APR can't be so high.
Yeah, I believe that really the best way to get a phone now is like with Boost Mobile, with their Boost Up. I really don't believe. I looked into that a while back, and I don't really believe that they really charge you an outstanding amount of, you know. I think you pay like $25 a month or on certain phones until it's paid for. But these other ones, I mean, but honestly, like I tell a lot of people, I know people right now who they'll go to a pawn shop and they'll pay $200 for an item, and they'll go to a pawn shop and they'll say, we'll give you $50 for it, and they sign the dotted line to get $50 for a $200 item. Then they come to me and say, I'm just so pissed off that I'm like, dude, you signed the dotted line. Nobody made you sell anything. You sold it because you wanted to sell it. You had to have money. So why come to me complaining about it?
Right.
And that's really the same way with these companies. You know, people are like, I can't believe that they're charging me this, that, and the other. But hey, you signed the dotted line. You agreed to it, so you ain't got no room to complain about it. That's what I always tell these people.
Yeah, people think that these companies are out for them to help them or whatever like that. No, they are businesses, people. They're out
for money. They're out for money. They're out for money, and you know they can charge you 1,000% interest. And if you sign the dotted line, guess what? You agreed to it, so you ain't got no room to complain about it.
I've got a friend that got the good grief, the iPhone 8 Plus and a bunch of other stuff. I mean, I racked up my accessory sales on her. I ain't gonna lie. She's a friend too. I've known her forever. She did it through Progressive Leasing. She got an email, and her husband had a huge fight because she messaged me later. Her payments were $42 a week.
Wow.
Sounds about right.
That's $168 a month. I mean, for how many months?
I think the initial was 6 months, and I tell everybody pay it off in the first 90 days, and you only pay like $10 in interest. You pay on longer than that, and you're going to end up giving them some vital organs.
Yeah. Yeah, I hate that I joined in so late, y'all. I wanted to join in whenever y'all first started, but hey, stuff happens, you know.
Yeah,
because I know I missed a lot of the stream and everything, and it kind of sucks. But
at least you're here.
Yeah,
hey, you're here.
It's funny. Somebody had commented on one of my videos like, "Oh, you made this video just to get views." Well, what the hell do you think I'm up here on YouTube to do?
That's what YouTube is. You make videos. You make freaking videos. You get news and stuff out there, and guess what? YouTubers are after. They're after the views.
Yes. If any YouTuber tells you, "I'm not after the views. I'm not after the clicks or whatever the case may be,"
they're full of
it. They're full of it.
Yeah. Well, I like
capitalism. It's capitalism, haters. You don't like it.
I'm here for the views. I'm here for the clicks. So go ahead and click. I'm here for the likes as well. Hit that like button as well. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not fake. You know, super chats. Yeah. Awesome. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? We all want to
Here's how I look at it right here. They don't see YouTubers as they don't take YouTubers seriously. They don't see this here as a platform to where, you know, you should be making money. You're not working a 9 to 5, or you may be working a 9 to 5, but I mean what I mean. I'm saying those strictly YouTubers. You know, there's people that are, I guess, most time those are the ones who are so miserable in their own job that they got to sit there, you know, and work like work like crazy to make a dollar. And you know, we are YouTubers. We're making money. Are we making a fortune? No. But the thing about it is, is a lot of people just cannot stand whenever if a YouTuber becomes successful, making money, getting sponsors and all this other stuff, they can't stand it. So they want to just try to make your life miserable. And you know what? It ain't gonna work. I mean, say what you want, it ain't gonna work. But it's like if you're a YouTuber, they'll do all they can to discourage you from it. I've seen it. I've been through it personally, and some of y'all have too.
Right? Like, oh, why do you do this and do 720p in 2018 and da 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 da? You know what I'm saying? I had this one guy. He just hates and hates and hates. You know what I'm saying? And he's a Latino as well. You know what I'm saying? He's Spanish. I don't understand. Why is it like most of the Spanish people got to hate on their own people? That's crazy, man.
And honestly, why does it matter if you record in 720p? I mean, really. I mean, I got a 50-inch 4K TV that sometimes my internet is not strong enough to pull more than 480 on Netflix. And you know what? I can watch it just fine on a 50-inch TV. So why do you need 4K 30 frames, 60 frames per second on a freaking 5-inch, 6-inch phone? Really? Seriously, why? You don't. I mean,
10-inch tablet. That's my TV.
Yeah, I mean, you can. I could take my biggest phone, watch it in 710, 720, 1080, or 4K if possible, and honestly, I can tell very little difference.
Hold on, man.
Depending on the phone.
I was arguing with my brother.
Oh, Mil Hustles, you're a new YouTuber. Is this shit easy?
Yes.
It is.
It is because I'm just doing it for fun.
Okay.
I'm honest.
If you had to depend on this for your job or to feed your family, you know what I'm saying, wife, kid, and all that shit, what would you think?
I'd get a job, especially now with the threshold that they require. It'd be impossible.
Okay, let's say you were at my level.
Okay. I mean, to keep up the views and with all the competition, I mean, I have channels with 4,000 and 5,000 subscribers. They are competition. It's a competition. I know we always say it's not a competition, but it's a competition because there's so many people doing it. It's not easy.
It's not easy. It's not easy once you reach, I mean, I'm at 16,000 subscribers and I've been sitting here forever. And once you've been here for 7 years, it's still a competition because I mean it's like
we can be friendly about it, but let's call a spade. I like using that expression now. CV Tech, you were the first person to put out the Stylo 4 Boost Mobile unboxing. Like, I'm sure when you bought that, you raced home, you probably ate a few red lights and went past the speed limit before anybody else could get that video up.
I did. I got that sucker unboxed. I edited that bad boy. I uploaded it and I released it. And but we all do that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like we all vie for the first one. We all do it.
Exactly. And there's two. Like I said, like I'm late doing this. Lady Red, you're late doing this. We're all late doing this. We all should maybe have started earlier than we did, even if we've been doing this for almost a decade. There's too many. Yeah. There's too many people trying to do what we're doing, and it's not easy. And then John, like you mentioned, someone at your level or CV Tech's level, we just gotta. It's a competition. It's a competition.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, like Michael Thomas here says. That's like a few live streams back. They were talking crap about me, CV Tech, begging for money on live stream. Those kind of people are full of it. Yeah. I mean, there's been times where I said, super chats are wide open. They help the channel. They help me, and they do. They do help me out. That they help support the channel. It helps me to, get by every day, to buy food, to buy gas for my car. It helps, and depending on how much you get super chats, it can help you buy a newer phone to unbox and bring to the channel and stuff like that. I mean, I'll never sit here and say, please, I so desperately need your money. I got a hat. No, I mean, come on. I mean,
I'll be like, I'll take your money because I'm no.
Well, I mean, that's why I'm like, thank you. I mean, I don't care if it's $1 or a freaking $100, I want to be as appreciative. But I mean, of course, the more, I mean, the more super chats you get, the more it does really help. Or through PayPal or whatever the case may be. You know, I mean, it's like and people will dog you and trash you and run you down the mill if you sit there and ask for donation super chats, which we all have done it who are monetized. I don't care what anybody says.
Could you imagine how people would react if those same people, if you told them that news anchors actually don't work for free?
Yeah, exactly. They don't work for free. And you know what? I mean, that's about like going into a job, working your hind end off for a week, and then, you know, and your boss saying, or your boss not giving you your check, and you going up to them saying, "Hey, where's my money?" I mean, how would you? I mean, how would you like it?
I do this for the money, guys. So whatever. Anyway,
and most of those there, you're thinking like I am. Most of those, you know, naysayers with those comments are probably failed YouTubers that, you know, gave up after doing 3 videos because their crap got 40 views in 4 years or something.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you and CV Tech this. All right. Let's say you woke up in an alternate universe, Back to the Future Part 2, okay? And you had 0 subscribers tomorrow and you had to start from scratch to just build your channel all the way over again. Do you think that would be much tougher than when you started?
Oh, 110% harder. I mean,
actually, not knowing what I know now, not really, because I know a lot more than I do now. Before, I was just uploading, throwing shit out there, not knowing what I was doing. Yeah. Now that I know a bunch of stuff now, I'd be able to target it more, and I know what kind of audience I want to reach. So, you know what I'm saying? I'd still grow, you know, it wouldn't be, you know, 22,000 or whatever it is, but I'll still be able to grow because I already know the skills.
Yeah. Well, see, I mean, and I'm going to kind of, you know, add to that, Magic. It would still be a tough road now because in 2018, there is so much, you know, tech. I mean, let's just be real here for a minute. YouTube is oversaturated with tech channels. It is. Mm-hmm. And if you had to start back tomorrow at 0, even knowing what you know now, it would still be an uphill battle. Cause, I mean, you might gain subscribers. It may be a slow process. I mean, we've been on this for years, and look where we're at now. It's still a struggle at times. And you know, there's times where, you know, I've made 3, 4, 5 videos at one time, and it's I mean, and after editing those, making those videos, putting everything in to where they're supposed to be at, it can be as stressful as working a 3rd shift full-time job. I mean, people's like, "Oh, you're full of crap," but honestly, I'm not. I'm being honest. You know,
and how many times have you botched on a video and I'm not making this video because I keep messing up? That's happened to me.
You cut out some. Start over again.
How many times have you been working on a video and you can error to the point?
Wait a minute. I'm hearing a lot of background noise and it's hard to hear.
I just muted her because I can. Yeah, I'll unmute her in a minute.
Okay, now.
How many times have you been working on a video and something kept messing up, or your delivery wasn't right, or just something was going wrong to the point where you said, "You know what? I'm not going to make this video." That's happened to me before.
If I had a blooper reel of all the times that I messed up, it would be an hour and a half long. There has been so many times I've sit down in front of my camera, knowing what I want to say, knowing what I want to make, and after 25 tries of trying to make it, I give up.
Yep, that's happened to me. Like, but eventually I get it. You know, there's, you know, like that happened to me this morning with the sprint video. Eventually, I just threw up the graphic and I just threw a couple words in there. But you know, most of my news videos, people think I just throw them together and throw them out quickly, and I do a lot of the times. But there's times where, you know, something just doesn't come out right, and I have to keep doing it and doing it and doing it.
Exactly.
And it can get frustrating.
It can get I mean, you don't know the times where I have literally thrown my equipment because
this is how I react. Like I could literally be 2 minutes into a video and I mess up, and I'm not the type to just. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really, because I'm an ex-recording artist. Okay, I'm not the type to go in and just trim a part out and then start talking over the error. I start over all the way. That's something I brought from there, and like I'll be like, oh, like curse word this, that curse word, this curse word, that's curse word. Okay, start over.
Yeah, I mean, with me, there has been. I don't script my stuff. I've tried to sit down and write down a script. I can't do that. I just say what's on my mind on the fly. Now, if I'm doing a video or review on a phone, unboxing of a phone, and if I'm a few minutes into it and I fumble and screw up, I go back to where I've started to mess up at, and then I will start over from there, and then I'll edit that part out and kind of tie it in together. Now, if it's just a complete flop, the whole thing, then I'll just scratch it and start all over again if it can be. Because once you do an unboxing, you really can't re-unbox an unboxed phone. You can, but it ain't gonna be original. So, there's been a lot of times where I have sit there and and I get so pissed off and so mad that I begin to sweat. I begin to sit there and get trembly because I'm sitting here trying to do a video. My mind is not wanting to cooperate because I've had not really brain surgery, but I've had surgery involving opening my head up and that's affected my speech. That's why I stammer and flubber sometimes because I can't get my words out because of that whole surgery deal that I had when I was a kid. And overall it's better, but there's times that I can get my stuff right. And a lot of times it really bleeds over to YouTube. And I'm sitting there and I've really never made a perfect video where I've never had to edit anything. Never. In the whole 900 or 1,000 videos that I've made on YouTube, I've never made a video that's perfect where I had to do no editing. Never.
Yeah.
Because I screw up somewhere. And in live streams, you can't do redos. Whatever you say is out there, and there's really no redos. When you make a video, you can redo it, you can edit it, you can do this, you can do that, you can merge, you can do all kinds of stuff with editing. But when you're on live stream, if I was to do a live stream, and also, there's going to be a new series that I'm going to explain in a live chat of my own. And shout out to Magic Tech for thinking about this for me. He knows what it is already. But whenever I do unboxings, if I was to do a live unboxing, it's going to be, a one take. There is not going to be there's not going to be any do-overs. And, I think sometimes when you're live streaming, things come to your mind faster because you are live streaming than if you're sitting behind a camera and there's no live streaming. You can sit there and you can think a little bit. A lot of times things come out wrong. Things, you say are wrong, or the phone that you're unboxing don't cooperate with you. You're having to redo things. It don't seem as bad in a live stream as it does if you're doing it, trying to do it high quality, 1080p, 60 frames per second, and you're trying to make it seem as perfect as can be. Because there's been a lot of times where I have hollered and screamed hollered and yelled and fussed at the camera, and I'm like, I gotta find something to fuss at because there's nothing else there but me. But it is. The more you get into it, it is hard. It's a very hard, strenuous thing sometimes. Whenever you can't get things to go, it's like every time. It's like there's things that it's like everything. You can be halfway through a video and your phone will ring, and that right there stops your recording. You can be halfway through a video, somebody will knock on your door, or you can be halfway through it and your phone dies. Or what's even better is making a whole complete video and realize you didn't press the record button.
Oh, that's happened to me.
Yep.
I said though, like people were mentioning scripting, and I don't script my videos because I read off of a website, but I do take notes sometimes to make sure I include certain bullet items that have to be included in the video, And like I said, I'm an ex-recording artist. I have a rapper. So I can say things without writing them down. I kind of take the notes in my mind. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of how I come off. Like I can, I could just rhyme and without writing something, like literally on the spot, I can rhyme on demand,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I mean, you do very well on what you do, and I'm like, man, I mean, you speak it very fluently, you be able to get things out there and say it, and you're done. I mean, you would never know that you've had. I mean, by listening to your videos, I would never think that you had you had to, start over and stop over because I mean, it sounds really good, and
Mhm.
but there's times where whenever I do a video, I mean, I'm 100% real and honest with everybody. I mean, I ain't got no reason to BS anybody. I ain't got no reason to be fake about anything. I mean, where's that going to gain you? Doesn't ain't going to gain you nowhere by trying to be a fake person. I've been accused of being fake, be a scam, and all kinds of stuff. Whatever. I don't care what they say because I mean, it's just one idiot's opinion. But I mean, whenever I do a video, I mean, there's times I'll sit there and I will just look at the phone. I look at the camera, and and then I will stop it, start it, stop it, start it. But the whole deal, I mean, but I would say probably out of everything, the most annoying thing as a YouTuber is when you got. I mean, and you will do your best video whenever you actually sit there and realize that you forgot to press the record button. Because I mean, because I remember one time I made a video and it was perfection. I'm telling you, perfection. And I looked down at my little iPhone or Android and I was like, are you kidding me? I am not even recording.
So
And then I start over again and the review sucks because I could not get that state of I'm so pissed off at the moment I can't get my state of mind back to where it needs to be.
it's almost like forgetting to hit the save button, or you're typing a project and it crashes. Like one thing that I do to avoid that is when I hit record, I wait 3 seconds just to make sure that it's actually recording.
I'm the same way. I'm the same way. See, there's been times before that where I've been like halfway through a video and it's recording, and then I kind of lose my thought pattern, and so I'll stop. So I'll stop it. Well, what happens is when I push the stop record button, it don't stop it, and I don't look at it. So then when I'm like, okay, I'm ready to get back into it again, and when I push the record button, it's sitting there counting, and it stops it, and I think it starts it, and then I'm like, okay, thank y'all for watching. If you haven't subscribed, y'all have a good one, and we'll see y'all in the next video or whatever. And then I look down to stop it, and it says 000. I'm like, oh my God, are you kidding? It's really, it's more than people think. People think that YouTube is a circus and we're just doing this for fun, and that there's no stress behind it, there's no issues behind it, that it's all peaches and strawberry and cream, and we have it made in the shade. I'm sorry, but if you think that, you're sadly mistaken. I mean, try it.
People, do y'all really think your precious Unbox Therapy makes his videos like with waving a magic wand?
No. I mean, and you got these YouTubers who have these 3, 4, 5 camera crew who has different angles, different this, that, and the other, whatever. There's probably no tell us how many takes it takes for him to make a video the way he makes a video. I mean, it might take him an hour, 2 hours to make a 7-minute video. I mean, try doing everything on your own with no crew, trying to do everything. I mean, that's why, like my videos, there is no, 1 minute I'm focusing on the phone, next minute it's on me, next minute it's a side view. We don't have that kind of camera crew. You know what I'm saying? I can't afford to hire a camera crew to do my kind of stuff.
It's not hard in a way to just have three cameras filming you at once and just chopping it. That's the hard part, is actually doing the real unboxing, because when you peel off the screen protector or the back cover, once you peel that off, that's it. Like, you need to make sure that your camera got that. And there's times where it's like half of the phone is cut out, and I have to literally go back in and try to put that that screen cover or that back cover, the plastic thing,
It's
back
impossible.
So I can do it over.
It's impossible.
Yeah. Hey guys, when I do the what is up, guys? John from Magic Tech Review. I remember my first video, right? I was like so nervous. I didn't know what the fuck to say. So I'm like, hey guys, what's up? This is John from Magic Tech Review. Like I literally had forgot what I was about to say. So I was like, because I was going to say, hey guys, what's up? This is John from Magic Tech Review. You know, but I was like, hey, what's up, guys? You know what I'm saying? So that's where that comes from. Now I just kept it in there because people like when I say that. So
yeah, I mean, and you know, honestly, whenever you make a habit of doing a certain intro, outro, and a certain like I do a lot of unboxings. I love to unbox phones. I mean, and I really believe that me doing a lot of live streams has really hurt me to the point to where I can't like review a phone. I can sit down with a phone, try to review it, and I'm trying to compare myself with other bigger YouTubers who review phones, and it sounds so fluid, it sounds so good, and I'm just like, I can't do it, so forget it. There's been many phones I've had that I've unboxed and sat down to review it, and after an hour of trying to review it, I just give up on it. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. It's done. It's over with.
I'm gonna tell y'all something. A lot of times when I'm doing the first impressions videos, like I have my eyes closed and I'm pretending I'm writing down what I'm going to say. So I was out to write the first time because you don't know how much it sucks to be 10, 15 minutes into a video when you got to go back.
Yeah, and honestly, a lot of people thinking, you know, that these bigger YouTubers are so wonderful, they're so excellent. You don't know how many of those bigger YouTubers have an actual script writer to be able to sit down and are really good at scripting out something to say. And when they're looking at a camera, they're actually looking at a script right below the camera, and they're reading things off so eloquently, like they're making no mistakes at all. I mean, you really don't know behind the scenes stuff. I mean, you're just seeing what you're seeing in a video, but they could have a script writer, you know, writing down everything that you need to say to perfection, and that's why it's so much easier for them.
I'll give you an example. Mr. Mobile, people praise his videos. He makes good videos, but what he does is he does a lot of voiceover. Like he'll just record a whole bunch of footage and talk about each clip, you know, like the camera is 16 megapixels dual, and he'll just, you know, be moving the camera. But those videos like that, especially when you don't have a crew, take hours to get right. And it might be only 5 minutes long.
Exactly. I mean, I can't tell you the times. I mean, whenever I'm trying to do, I mean, I would say one of my worst videos for views is camera test. I have took phones that you would think people would want to see a camera test, and it might take me 2, 3, 4, 2, 3 weeks to get enough footage to get a halfway decent camera test. And I'm sitting here trying to do this and trying to do that. And while that may not be the best camera test in the world, like you see a lot of these bigger YouTubers, I do what I can with what I got. And, you know, they don't get many views. That's why I don't really sit there in the blistering hot sun trying to make a video and not getting any kind of, you know, view count out of it.
Sorry, 504 died.
But
I am with you on the camera test. It took me a week to make my camera test. And then I get back. Oh, I got in it and I'm editing and I'm putting it all together, which took like 2 days. And I had food in my teeth for one of them, and it was a front cam. I said, to hell with it. It's just going to be there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And I did my last 2 camera tests. I did the outdoors at night, sitting in here in the chair, and then walking my dog, because it takes time to make those. And those were the only 2 things I still didn't have. And I just took y'all for a walk around my building while I was walking my dog, because, you know, they take a while to make those, and you have to have time too. And I work a full-time job on top of it. I have other commitments. You know, it's tough finding the time to do this stuff. It took me, I don't know, y'all. I sent y'all a copy of it. I was trying to make an intro, and I finally found a couple of graphics apps. It took 2 apps to make the one I did today. And John was very kind and made me a couple of good intros. But that was like 3 hours this afternoon at work. It was very slow. It was 3 hours to make that 1 6 second little cartoon.
And also, I want to ask, when y'all were editing your videos, do you require complete silence? Whenever I am editing a video, I require complete silence
Mm-mm.
because it's like if I don't have complete silence, because see, I get sidetracked very easily. Any little noise, like if I'm on the phone with somebody and there's background noise, I'll lose all concentration. And whenever because I don't know what it is about me, but I simply cannot concentrate if there's more than, like, if I'm talking on the phone with somebody and there's background noise, I gotta just stop talking because I lose my train of thought. So whenever I'm editing something, I have to have complete silence. It's
Now with
complete.
Little John be screaming, yelling. I have to make the video between his claps and screeches and banging on the wall. So that's why my videos are usually just one take, because I'll literally wait till he'll be quiet for a second and I'll just go. Like,
Yep.
I mean,
I'm at work making mine, a lot of mine. Y'all see me, I'm in the store. I am on the clock. I'm at work in between customers. I was trying to make, I'm still want to make the iPhone video. I just don't have another one to do. I don't have another iPhone to do it with, to do the Google Drive transfer. And the one I dumped it today because I got so aggravated. It took 12 takes. I had to start and stop 12 times. The phone was ringing. Someone, not necessarily a customer, our flyer guy comes in the store, our sign guy comes in the store. I was doing one the other day. I think it was when I was working on one of the gaming videos. Our flyer guy, who knows what I am doing, I'm sitting there and I've got everything set up and I'm halfway into it and it's nice and smooth. And here comes this idiot walking through here. And he knows what I'm doing. And so I have to stop and wait for him. One video actually ended up timing was perfect because I could clip it. The phone rang at the end, and it was perfect timing because I could clip it right there with the phone ring. So it's the phone ringing and it goes into the next thing. But stuff like that happens and it's hard. Like one video, I think I had 6 sections and it was like an 8-minute video.
Mm-hmm. The couple weeks ago, I made a video. Whenever I was on, I think it was on iMovie, because 90% of my videos are done through an iPhone, either an iPhone 6 or an iPhone SE. And the reason being, I know some cannot stand iMovie. I absolutely love iMovie. I use it all the time. That's why I use my iPhone SE or iPhone 6. Yeah, Power Director and all that is good, but I've seen a lot of glitches and a lot of issues with a lot of these editing Android apps. But iMovie is like perfect. I'm just being honest with you. To me, it's perfect. I've only had one mess up through iMovie that had to be re-edited. But I had a video one time. The video was 25 minutes long. That's how long of all the screw ups I was doing in the video. Mm-hmm. And when I got through finally editing it, an hour and a half later, it was 8 minutes long. 25-minute video was turned to be 8 minutes after all the editing that I had to do. Mm-hmm. People think that YouTube's a joke and YouTubers is a joke for making this a job or whatever. But I'm going to tell you something. Go ahead and make fun of us. Say that we're wasting our time. We're a joke and we're not doing real jobs. You try it for about 2 weeks, seriously, and you'll give up. Seriously, you'll give up if you're not into it. This is my only job right now. Am I looking for a part-time job to fall back on in case YouTube does kind of slow down? Absolutely. Did I make a video saying that I may quit in January? I sure did, and I sure meant it at the time because I was in a really low, really dark area in my life. And there's times we make mistakes and make those videos, and afterwards we kind of regret it. And honestly, if you work a job 40, 50 hours a week, it does make it harder to do YouTube. But I'm looking for a good part-time job, making fairly decent money to where if YouTube does slack off a little bit, revenue does drop a little, which right now it has dropped off. then I got something to fall back on to where I'm not sitting there panicking. Because I think a lot of my problem is I'm so stressed out and my head is so full of stuff and so worry and financial worry and, oh no, is YouTube going to be steady enough to where I can pay my bills, you know, and live, to where I can't have a clear enough mind to be able to make videos like I used to. Used to, I made videos and I didn't care. It was like simple to do. But now it's like it's beginning to get harder and harder because you're worried about your financial state. If you can pay your car payment, if you can pay your credit card bills, if you can pay to, you know, feed yourself, if you can, you know, buy this and buy what you got to have for necessity. And because I rely on YouTube, super chats, donations, whatever the case may be, to support me as well as the channel and as well as what your daily, your monthly necessities and everything or whatever. So, I mean, yeah, I need a good part-time job to be able to fall back on something and take the stress off of worrying about YouTube income.
Mm-hmm.
Diversify my stuff that I'm doing.
You're cutting out, John.
I said I'm trying. Can you guys hear me now or not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm trying to diversify a little bit of what I'm doing. So I have like the website. I'm doing the Amazon affiliate thing now. So I'm definitely trying to, you know, go beyond just the YouTube, you know, just beyond the YouTube videos, you know what I'm saying? To get extra money and stuff like that. So hopefully that pans out because it's definitely
Okay,
yeah.
I want to ask everybody. Oh, sorry about that, but I want to get because I'll forget it if I don't. I want to ask everybody in the comment section who are actually literally writing, you know, comments, legitimate comments. Do you think? I mean, I thought about doing affiliate program through Amazon, but would it be worth it? I mean, I have posted numerous links to different things, and it's like I get no reaction. I mean, it's like you know, do y'all think it would be worth it for me? I mean, I've had almost 300 clicks on NetBuddy and nothing. And I don't know if they are pulling our chain and people are actually using our codes and just not giving us credit for it or what's going on. But is it, I mean, really, I mean, I know the Amazon, I mean, I buy from Amazon. It'd be good to, you know, have your affiliate link in there and stuff like that. And, you know, and all like that. And I know that people make some good dadgum money on Amazon, you know, affiliate links. I mean, what are y'all's thoughts?
Yeah. Now, when I include my link, I'm not telling anybody to go buy anything. I'm literally just saying, click this link and go shop wherever you want to shop, do wherever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? And I'll get a cut of whatever the purchase is that day. You know, because a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll review a product and they'll give a inaccurate reading of the product, make it look better than what it is, just because they're getting a kick off of that. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to put an affiliate link. You know what I'm saying? Whether you buy that shit or not, I can care less. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's just, you know, it's just that, you know, I try to put every link now in every description of my video. So everybody who watches my videos, just always check out the description because you never know what link might be in there. And if you're going to go on Amazon and buy something, just, you know, click on my link or somebody else's link or whatever. Go in there and shop, buy what you want to buy, and we get a kickback from that. It helps me out, helps y'all out. And I know that David B says I've used your code, RJ. So David B used my code. I got no credit for that. I got nothing from that. And I know Lady Red said something to me the other day about somebody used my code. I got nothing from that. So I don't know what's going on with them. But I mean, it really, as long as my service is continuing to stay on, I really don't give a crap if I get paid from them or not. I mean, if they keep my NetBuddy up and running, I'm satisfied with that.
Because I started the Amazon affiliate thing like 3 days ago, and I just put on videos. I have a lot of videos, guys. I have 2,000 videos on YouTube. I don't even know how the hell I did that, But I have 2,000 videos, so I literally put it in all my descriptions on the top and the bottom. So I've had 250 clicks, made $30 so far in like 2 or 3 days.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think it's awesome. It's great.
And Tommy James, thank you for using my link. You know, I mean, I don't know why. I mean, I've had 3 so far that said that they've used my link and coupon code, but I've got nothing from it.
So, yeah. So if you're gonna go shop on Amazon, you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna go shop on Amazon and buy some crazy shit anyway, click on my link on any of my videos and just, you know what I'm saying, go shop away. Do what you're gonna do. Check out as normal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, just because they push your referral link does not mean you got to buy that particular product. You can just,
right.
I mean, if you click on somebody's affiliate link and you can go and shop and buy anything you want to buy. When you check out normally, and all that does is that gives me, Magic Tech, whoever else is an affiliate, a kickback.
Mm-hmm. I can actually show y'all what every. Well, I don't know if I can do that exactly. I gotta be careful of what I show.
Yeah, for real. Hey, John. I know I've done it before, but I like to ask because I know I don't want to be disrespectful or anything. But do you mind if I drop my PayPal link in the description?
Of course.
I got to get the link first.
Oh God.
Because I ain't got my links saved on this Idle 5S. Dang it.
I put my link in Google Keep, and I've got it everywhere I go now. All of my links, like to my channel and to my Facebook, Instagram, everything. And all I've got to do now is just copy and paste it all in. I find it very convenient.
Yeah, it is. It's very convenient.
Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and screen share this with y'all. You know what I'm saying? So let me screen share. I got it on a point where you can't really see any of my information, but I'm gonna show y'all how much I made or whatever. Lady Red, you need to get into this. I think anybody that uses social media,
we need to have that conversation. I need to find out all about that.
Because people, I mean, there's ways to make money. There's these girls on Instagram twerking and doing all this crazy stuff. They need to be getting paid for that if they're doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like they're showing off the latest fashion. They need to like get, sponsorships. They need to, and I hit them up. I especially these these bigger Instagram girls or whatever, and they're flaunting themselves like, oh yeah, product or whatever. And I asked them, are you making money off of that? Like, no, I'm just sharing it because I like it. I'm like, no, you need to make some money. If you're doing this, you need to make some money. You know what I'm saying? Don't just show your goodies off and not make any money off of it. Like, come on now.
Yeah, I mean, I know this might be a whole lot different take on things, or a whole lot different. But I mean, I forgot what I was going to say. Go ahead. My bad. I forgot.
I'll screen share with you guys real quick.
I was just going to say that it's hard getting by now, and because I'm the only one here now. My son's not here anymore, so there's no splitting the rent. Work has been slow this month. My commission's not looking that great, and now we've got a third person in the store, so I'm like kind of tripping a little bit about how are my hours going to look. So I'm going to be pushing and grinding out the videos. I've got 2 that somebody asked me to make one of them, and another one I just kind of thought about doing, and but I was asked for a video today, a very specific request for a very specific video today. It's a tutorial, and I'm going to have to really step it up and live stream with my tarot service off of Facebook, because that brings in income. And I mean, my PayPal tips from the one live stream I did, that was my lunch the next day. Y'all bought me lunch. So yeah, and see, I had on Facebook, I did a card pull there, and I got lunch for the next day. And I mean, it's real. We're not doing this just for the heck of it. This is a job, and I want to eventually get to the point where I can not have to worry about if I've only got 4 days on the clock this week, and know that I've got some, kind of something to fall back on coming in. Maybe not enough to be, rich or buy a new car or anything like that, but maybe where I can, buy a couch that wasn't made in 1976. That would be nice. I don't know if y'all can see. I'm on the charger right now. That was part of what all the relocating was about. I'm on the charger.
I got some guests over, so I'll catch y'all
see
later.
My couch?
All right, bro.
All right, muscles, man.
Have a good night, y'all. Later.
But yeah,
Elon Musk
y'all can see my couch.
Elon Musk says low-key MTR is sliding in those DMs on those girls twerking on Instagram. Yeah, I'm trying to educate them. Not to, if they're going to do that, they need to be getting paid, or they need to at least be working towards getting a company to sponsor them or something like that. They need to, work harder, not smarter. Or work smarter.
Yeah, but I mean, people might think that I, I'm for saying this or whatever, but I really believe that these that are trying to sell themselves for money, I don't agree with that. I think that they need to have more respect for themselves.
I'm with you, RJ. That's a big deal. Like, there's another girl. She's one of my customers. I met her through Cricket. She's a friend. And I met her at work. And, we're all the time posting stuff on our Facebook and, Instagram about, why, we go out in town in the summertime, especially. And it's like, did you even bother thinking about what you were wearing? Because these girls are going out 12, 13 years old, and their asses are hanging out of their britches, out of their shorts, like where my panties are covered, and you can see skin there, and the shorts are that short, and they're going out 12, 13 years old, flaunting themselves. Women, my age, going out and not, you don't have to cover yourself from wrist to ankle, but good grief. Some things are, you wear clothes, you don't go out wearing a bra and panties and call it a shirt.
I mean, I know this might sound really weird from a guy saying this from a guy, but I mean, I believe that people should be modest and and because I mean
the cat is trying to taste my cord.
I mean, because like you said, there's people out there 12, 13, 14 years old. And, girls from back in my day, whenever they was 12, 13 years old, they look like a girl 12, 13 years old. Girls today don't look like that. They don't. And, back in the 80s and 90s when I was in school, when you see a 12-year-old girl, 13-year-old, they look like a 12, 13-year-old girl. They had the body of I'm sorry, but they had the body of a boy. I'm sorry, they did. But I don't know. I don't know what they're putting in the milk or in the chicken today. All these hormones and stuff. But it's a lot different things now. And honestly, I think it's bad. I just think that where's the parents? Where's the parents in all of this? My daughter got in trouble or whatever. Well, if you step up, don't give them this kind of stuff at this kind of age. I don't know how y'all feel about it, but
I don't know, fellas. Y'all answer me in the chat and tell me if I'm wrong. And I'm not asking teenage guys. I'm asking men ages 28 and north. When you see a woman that has everything on display and leaves absolutely there is not much covered at all, does that attract you to that woman, or would you rather look at a woman walking down the street, wherever, doing whatever, and see a woman that is fully clothed, clothes that are attractive and flattering? Or would you rather just see everything on display? Which one would you? What is what you like better?
Well, I'm gonna be straight up. I'm a man, so I'm gonna look regardless. You know what I'm saying? Whether sorry, right. Man. And yeah, and they might get mad at me, but it's, what do you want me to do? Like
what I'm saying, when I'm attracted, not for a one night smash. I'm talking girlfriend material. When you're gonna take home?
I want to take home the one that seems to care about herself. Enough to not display everything on the street. We're guys. We're going to look. That's just a natural part of everything. We're guys. We're going to look. But
I'm gonna take home both. Shit, I'm gonna smash the one and then I'm gonna kick her out, and then I'm gonna go take the other one out to in the movie. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, dang, we're trying to be.
Hopefully, I can smash her too.
We're trying to be dadgummit. We're trying to be serious. Here comes John. We know what's going
to. I'm just telling how it is, man. The heck with all this, man. I'm sorry, guys.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we're guys. It's in us. We're gonna look. You know what I'm saying? But it's like you said, girlfriend material. I would rather go for the one that respects herself enough to not want to be, and what makes it so bad. And I've seen this over and over again. A girl's wearing shorts that could barely cover a gnat. They're wearing a shirt that don't cover anything, and if you look at them, they give you a dirty look.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if you don't want a guy looking, don't put it on display. I mean, I know people right now that they dress that way. If you look at them, they give you a dirty look. Like, what are you looking at? Well, gee, what do you think I'm freaking looking at? I mean, people claim they don't want people looking at them, but they wear clothing to make people look at them, and then they get mad when you look at them. I'm like,
yeah, they'll have like green hair with 3 nose rings on and lips thing, and then they'll have freaking breast piercing and shit. They'll have nipple rings that you can obviously tell they have nipple rings through their shirt. You know what I'm saying? And then they'll be like, "What are you looking at?" Well, what the fuck you think I'm looking at?
Exactly. Exactly. And so, I mean, I've seen females that are in a nice skirt or a nice pair of pants and a nice shirt on. I think that's to me is way more attractive than somebody walking around like they are, just got out of a strip club. I mean, I'm sorry. That's just the way I feel about it. That's my thoughts on it.
Yeah.
Everybody's different, but that's me.
I'm fixing to have to jump off here. I'm on the charger now, and I've been on the charger for a few minutes, and it's actually not charging at all because I've got everything turned off and cleared out, and it's just this, and it's eating it up in the back of it. It's getting warm. I'm having to sit here hold it too. So, yeah,
right.
So I'm fixing to have to jump out of here.
It was great,
y'all. I'll be around. I've got to let it charge up because I can't feel my hand.
Yeah.
I can't feel my hand. Like one whole side of my body's starting to go numb because my couch is terribly uncomfortable. Yeah. But it was great, guys. I love y'all so much. And everybody in the chat, I hope you have a great night. Drop some super chats. Head on over, subscribe to CV Tech, and of course, subscribe to me, Lady Red's Tech Reviews. Y'all have a great night. John, RJ, I'll see y'all later on, okay?
All right, have a good night.
Night.
And then there was one. But yeah, so yeah, I mean, like I said, but like this whole YouTube thing, I mean, I know we mentioned it earlier, but do you think it would be a lot harder now if you had to start from scratch? I mean, even though I know that you said that what you know now and how to get started and all like this or whatever instead of how it was at the beginning. Do you think it would still be a very hard startup? I mean, because you got to look. I mean, the tech world is so frustrating.
Because I would be able to pick my niche right away and do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Instead of having all these videos that are all over the place and what I'm saying, all spread out. God knows who's watching what. I don't know what subscribers I have anymore. Who subscribed for what reason? They might have subscribed for Pokemon, for Legend of Zelda video that I did back in the day. I don't know what they might have subscribed because I was in the Metro store. They might have subscribed because I was in the Cricket store. I don't know why they subscribed. I have no clue now. So it's like they're all over the place. So
yeah,
I'd be able to target that I want to target at and the videos exactly the way I want to do them. You know what I'm saying? So I think now if I didn't have the knowledge and I was just starting from scratch and all my memories were erased, it'd be like tough. But now knowing what I know and what I'm saying, I know exactly where to hit, where to focus at.
Yeah, I mean, I forgot. Man, I lost my train of thought again.
Magic Tech or girls at cricket better looking than Metro. It just depends, man. It's all preferences. I'm not gonna say any girl's better looking than the other. Sorry, man.
I was gonna say something. I swear I don't forgot what it was I was gonna say. But yeah, I don't know, dude. I mean, I'm trying to remember what I was gonna say. That's why I'm kind of rambling a little bit. I'm trying to figure what I was gonna say.
Okay, keep going. You can ramble. It's all right. It's all good.
But
ramble. All right, guys, ask us some questions because we're probably going to go here in a little bit. Not right this moment, but Lady Red left now. John,
I mean, like I said, you have 22,000 subscribers. I'm just over 16,000. You know, and we get 60 to 70 max usually in our live streams. And you look at your analytics and you see 80% is 80% of my viewers and my watch time is from non-subscribers. Only 20% is actually from subscribers. I got 16,000 subscribers. I mean, could you imagine though if half of those subscribers watched your stuff?
Oh yeah. We have I have a bunch of dead subscribers. There's nothing you can really do about that. They're not going to magically come back.
Oh yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like if I started over, subscribers would probably watching me more consistently. So, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know. You never know what could happen. But awesome cricket rules. Sleek Android. Was it sleek? No, sleek rain cloud.
My favorite model of the car. I don't know. There's a lot of cars I like. I mean, right now, if I could get a car realistically priced, and I'm not meaning none of these supercars and other crap. If I could get really right now any car, it would probably be early 2000s Mustang Cobra Terminator, to be honest. So that ain't my favorite, but that would be a car right now that I would pick if I could get my hands on one.
I really like the Honda Prelude. It's not the best car. I really like that Honda Prelude thing. I remember I had a Honda Prelude before, and I really loved it when I used to drive. I don't drive anymore. But,
you're cutting out, man. You're cutting in and out.
Oh, let me cut off my camera. Hopefully that will help. That help?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, Mill Hustles is back in the chat. Mill Hustles, do you want a re-invitation, sir?
Yeah, man, come back in here. We need you back in here. How was Boost by Sprint treating you? Actually, I quit using the Boost Mobile because it was chopping out. So I'm back on Metro or Metro. What else? He said freaking Metro. I'm on T-Mobile right now. I'm on the iPhone SE to make it more full screen. It looked too far away. It's 4:3 format here on the iPhone or on the Galaxy S7. So I just put it down, and now I'm using my iPhone SE, using the hotspot from the iPhone SE, and powering the Idle 5S because Total Wireless somehow screwed up our data big time. So that's now I want to go ahead and say this here for anything else. If you're considering Total Wireless, if you're considering Straight Talk, and you're not on unlimited, always watch your data because we had 20 gigabytes shared on Total Wireless, 3 lines. And for some reason, we went to 0 data, no data whatsoever. And then we added 5 gigs of data to get us through. Now it's saying we got 25 gigabytes total. And we didn't do nothing differently. So sometimes Total Wireless and Straight Talk, if you're not on the unlimited plan, sometimes their data can be a little on the screwy side. So it's always good to always keep an eye on your data with Total Wireless Straight Talk.
Well, CB, I have to say something to you. Huh?
See, and it's crazy. I have actually the video that I released with the ChargeGate iPhone X not charging whatever. I actually got 1,500 views on it, but I got 49 dislikes. So sometimes you got to make these videos that are unpopular with people because you get views. So what can you do? You know what I'm saying?
John, how much total wireless do you sell at your job? Does your store in particular have total wireless?
We do like zero, dude. Nobody wants that stuff.
Well, the thing about total wireless is like in my case, Straight Talk and Family Mobile are the dominant brand. And when we tell people, we have to tell people about total wireless because they just don't get marketed hardly. But when we tell them what it is, and most people, okay, the $35 plan of Straight Talk is 2 gigabytes. The $35 plan on Total Wireless is 6 gigabytes. Both of them use Verizon. What would you go with if you did not need unlimited data, but you wanted to stay at $35 a month? Would you go with Total Wireless or Straight Talk?
Of course, Total Wireless.
See, I'm not a big fan of Total Wireless, so I don't really sell it too much either.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say something here. Target, the Total Wireless phone they sell at Target are crap. They're garbage. Seriously, they're garbage.
Same with us.
At Walmart in my area, they sell a lot of Total Wireless phones. And some of them are really good. So, they got the Moto G6. They got the Fiesta 2/X Charge. They have some of the J7. They have a decent supply of phones. And to me, honestly, Total Wireless seems to. I know this might be just anybody's preference. If somebody was to say same price for unlimited, Total Wireless, Straight Talk, what would you go with? I would say Total Wireless. I like the brand better. I know it's the same, but I like the brand better.
Yeah, I like Total Wireless. Like the first time I saw them and read what they were about, I said, "Oh, this has potential."
Yeah, 20 gigabytes is technically useless, and it is, but that's what Total Wireless is offering. And Total and it's funny. Total Wireless don't have unlimited, but they offer family plans. Straight Talk has unlimited, but don't offer family plans.
All right, I want to ask you guys a question because consumer cellular people ask me this all the time. Okay, let's say somebody's like 55, 60, they're just using a flip phone, right? They're going to get their first smartphone. What data plan should I put them on? The 1, the 3, the 5, or the 10 gigabyte?
I would say 3 or 5.
3, right? Because they're going to play with their phone and they're going to want to download a few different apps and they want to play around a little bit. Probably their like grandchildren are going to want them to like download a video calling service, so they can talk to the grandparent, right?
Well, I would just ask them what they, about their financial and what they want to pay. If they're like whatever, put me on the highest, then there you go.
Well, consumer cellular goes like it's like $20 for unlimited talk, right? And then you add $5 and it gives you $250. Then you add $10 more that puts you on 1 gig. So it's 10. Put it like this: it's $10 for 1 gig, $20 for 3 gigs, $30 for 5 gigs, and then $40 for the 10 gigabyte.
That's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. And honestly, the first thing I would ask, I say, do you have home Wi-Fi? If they say yeah, then I would say, well, I would go with like a 3 gigabyte plan if you want to up it in the future. Just don't download a bunch of games.
Most of them don't know though. They're on a flip phone, so some of them have it, but they just don't know.
I've had people get mad at me that we don't offer unlimited hotspot. And when they see the plans that the hotspot plans do offer, it's the same price as having an ISP.
Yeah. Freaking Verizon, if you get 5 gigabytes of hotspot, they want $50 a month for it.
Same thing with Straight Talk.
Yeah, and that gets you nowhere. I can use 5 gigs in one live stream. Depending on, well, no, I can't neither. That's that's like kind of pushing it.
No,
but I can use 5 gigs on the upload to YouTube easily. In 2 uploads, I can be maxed out. That's why NetBuddy is so much better. That's why I tell everybody, don't go with Verizon, don't go with Straight Talk, none of this crap. If you want unlimited and you want to pay a good price, $60 a month for unlimited, uncapped, unthrottled speeds on AT&T is a lot better going with NetBuddy than it is going with Verizon or Straight Talk. Get 5 gigs for $50 a month. spend $10 more and get unlimited.
Well, it also depends on what people do, because in certain cases, NetBuddy's not fast enough for me. And honestly, sometimes the ISP is king.
Well, yeah, I mean for like portable. I'm not meaning like
Oh, okay, true.
I'm not meaning like having Spectrum or something like that. No, I mean like if you want a portable Wi-Fi, people like well, I'll pay $50 a month and I'll get 5 gigabytes. But why? If there's something out there better and you tell them about it, but people are set their own ways. But yeah, I agree with you. If you got a good ISP and you're paying a good amount of like $50 a month, you get 100+ megabits on like Spectrum or whatever it may be. Why would you? I mean, unless you just and I mean, if you got a phone plan with unlimited data when you're out and about, but you got good ISP home internet, then yeah, I agree. Why would you even need it at all?
Oh shit, bro! It's almost 2:00. What the hell? Wow. How did the time fly so fast?
Zender Renton, my NetBuddy speeds, they fluctuate. But with AT&T, with NetBuddy, you're getting their speeds. So Cricket, the Cricket plan, the extra plan, that just affects Cricket. That don't affect nothing with AT&T. Because NetBuddy runs off AT&T, so we get full speed regardless of what plan anybody else is on.
Y'all ready to go? Because it's almost 2:00. Bro. I didn't even know it's almost 2.
Well, I could talk for another 2 or 3 hours, but that's just me. But
Yeah.
Hey, CV, do you want to do that iPhone SE thing real quick?
Oh, we can if you want to.
Yeah, as soon as John ends, we'll go ahead and do that long-awaited stream.
Because I'm here, you're here, and
all right. Well, thank you guys for watching. I guess everybody do their outro or whatever. But yeah.
I got my link there for PayPal there in the description one more time. Thank you all for watching. I'm sorry I came in late. I wanted to come in here, at the beginning of the chat, but it didn't work out that way. But I'm glad I made it out here to talk with y'all and everything. So yeah.
Any last words, Bill Hustles?
Like, subscribe, comment, share, all 3 of us. Peace.
Yep. And there's my Amazon link. So use that if you're going to go shopping. All right. Peace out, guys. Where's the party at moving to after the stream ends? I don't know. Any ideas? All right. Peace out, guys.